It's Thursday evening. There are 4 Pantheoners watching. Which direction should they be bussing?
Bust down, Pantheonas! Happy Thursday.
I'm Chillmonger, joined by my nemesis, Marcus Tura.
I'll be your cool anti-hero friend. Darius is your nemesis.
Which one's Matthew Law and which one's Yolanda Noel?
Yolanda Noel is the criminal in Nemesis.
Between you and Darius, do you want to be Yolanda Noel's character?
Oh yeah, let me
what's his name? Coltrane?
I have no idea what his name is. I haven't watched it yet.
Next week, you can expect us to have a conversation about it. I guess we could do spoilers, but maybe light spoilers just for the beginning episodes, just so that, maybe we can encourage people to go watch it, that kind of stuff. So Nemesis is on the docket next time we are here. I've watched half of it, or 5 or 6 episodes out of the 8 episodes.
Okay.
Yerp. It's JJCT say yerp.
Yeah, no, I mean it definitely looks good. We definitely this year we're eating pretty good off of
the
black media
last week. The Kevin Hart roast last week, the Michael Jackson Surviving Netherland Part 2 documentary smear campaign coming off Netflix's
smear campaign. Yeah, no, I'm talking legitimately. Like we've had Cross Paradise, now Nemesis and Man on Fire.
You got Obafemi challenging
Obafemi killing it in wrestling. Trick Williams killing it. Javon Evans killing it. Movie wise, you got Is God Is that's getting a lot of hype. You got Boosters coming out here. You got you already said Michael. We everywhere. We everywhere right now. So
what speaks to you about Boosters?
Not much. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's necessarily going to be my cup of tea. I'm going to watch it, but it's. I want to see Is God Is more than I want to see.
I hope it's funny. I hope Boosters is funny. Yumi and Tuscany. I got a chance to see that, and pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
Hasn't offended your
no
about the
none of that stuff. There was a scene where it was just zoomed out and they were in the car and the car was driving, and you can tell it was one of those ADR, one of those, hey, actor, get back into the booth and we gotta dub some comedy into this romantic comedy. And they're like, she said, we're the only guys in Italy who are, and like something like that, and that's what she said, who are, and she left it ... You're supposed to fill in the blanks. Oh, they're talking about their skin color, right? And I'm like, I just thought it was interesting for them to add that in the movie because it was clearly added in. And there was a couple.
This is Yumi and Tuscany we're talking about. I thought you were talking about Nemesis.
Yes, okay. The romance between Halle Bailey and Reggie Jean Page.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say Jean Page. That dude. Yeah, it was interesting how I seen that, and then I remembered that there was no. So as you point out all the time, the director of that movie is white.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's a white movie. Just to say the cast members happen to have dark skin, but culturally, pretty white movie, which it is. And I think he did the thing where he wasn't even going to try to treat them like they were black characters with the nuances and all that. It was just like it took place in Italy. Boom. The dude was Italian because his family members that adopted him were all Italian, so he was Italian enough, and they never really touched on cultures that were not Italy.
Got you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Chi-Town says Nemesis look too much like a Tubi original for me to watch it.
Nah, Tubi wish they had that budget. Tubi was on par with Man on Fire's production, and that looked like they spent a bunch of money. Obviously, they're shooting on Destination in Rio, so that probably cost them a little penny. They probably got a tax break for it as well. But
shooting in Rio, wouldn't that mean everything was cheaper because the U.S. dollar is more powerful and you can buy more things?
Well, you have to travel twice you have to travel twice as far with the equipment, right? You have to move stuff, you have to move people, you have to feed them and house them while they're there. I would think an international production by trade is going to be more expensive because you're not doing it close to your home base.
Don't you feed them and in like when you fly people out to LA, don't you feed them also there? Like there's catering on set.
Sure, but it's not 3 squares a day every day that we're here in this country. It's All right, we'll feed you while you're here, and obviously you'll take care of yourself while you're at home or on your off days or whatever. But if we're all going as a production over to Germany for the next 5 months to shoot a film, that's going to be more expensive than just heading on the lot in Burbank.
You said Germany, not Brazil. Germany.
Well, I was just throwing out a random country. I'm saying
no, but the country matters though. Where the conversion is with the dollar, the countries matter. Sometimes
I guess
paying 3 times, feeding someone 3 times over there is cheaper than what it
you're
would
right.
cost.
I guess you're right. Yeah, no, Brazil, we kind of outclassed their currency, so you're right.
I don't even know the number. I just feel like that's and I didn't even go on Google and do the whole convert the dollar from them to them. Yeah.
My point is that it looks well shot. It looks like it has a theatrical lens on
Yeah, Chi-Town. It looks good. So if you're worried about Tubi quality, don't worry about that. If you're worried about having to root for a criminal versus having to root for a cop, and like, damn, there's no good guy here, then sure, yeah, bad representation. I understand that, but it's entertaining.
No, I'm gonna check it out. We'll have our Man on Fire up, our review up tomorrow.
We meaning you and the drunk guy from the end of our streams.
Yes, sir. On Back of the Bus. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning, and then we'll probably hit Nemesis here within the next week or so. Get that out.
And by then, the Cavaliers will be cursed and out of the playoffs, and Josh will have full attention on W's and L's.
Yeah, we'll see what happens to them Cavs, man. I swear, I am like a curse for Cleveland sports, because anytime I actually get invested and I start rooting for them, that's when the bottom falls out. And like I think it was like the 2016 World Series. It was the
Indians,
Cleveland Indians, now the Guardians, versus the Cubs. And I actually got into it. They were on this magical run in the playoffs. They made it to the World Series. I'm like, all right, come on, Indians, let's do it. And boy, did they break our hearts. Boy, did they break our hearts. But it was probably my fault, though. I probably shouldn't have started rooting for them. So my bad, Cavs.
Love it. I love sports. I love drama. I love that kind of stuff. That's always cool. No matter who is the evil billionaire who owns the teams. Is God is looks interesting.
Dang, F the Cavs. You got smoke for the Cavs?
Maybe he's from Detroit.
That hatred got to run deep.
He is from Detroit, actually. Jay the Informant.
Oh, okay, then I understand. Wemby really looked like the next MJ LeBron combo. So listen, man, we said this about Ja Morant. We said this about Luka Doncic, and not that those players aren't amazing, but like we kind of get this. Houston, okay.
Sorry.
Damn, what's your Cleveland beef from way down in Houston? But we get this knee-jerk reaction to be like, oh, he's the one. Oh, he's the one. And I mean, we've done this like every year since LeBron stopped winning constant chips. We did it with Kevin Durant. We did it with Kawhi Leonard. We did it with Giannis. We did it with Kevin Durant again. We did it with like I said, Ja Morant, Luka Doncic. Now we on Wemby. Wemby is the next one. Let him actually do it first, y'all. Let him secure some jewelry. Let him get it, and then go out there and win it. Then we have no debate about it. Then there's no debate. Stop projecting so far ahead, man. You have no idea what's going to happen. But he does look great. Looks great.
That's a team award. I mean, you can accomplish that with a unit, but individually, Victor Wembanyama is doing great.
He said he's
very much
MJ.
better than so many others.
He's the next MJ. MJ was about that pinnacle of team success. That's what he held to his highest esteem, was winning in the finals. So if you're going to be the next MJ, you need more than a few chips. There's no cop out there.
I don't ascribe to that, man. There's so much that goes into it. Like coaching, is the owner spending all the money?
Yes, all of that plays into it. And it's very hard to win a championship. You cannot consider yourself the greatest of a sport and not perform or not conquer the greatest pinnacle of said sport. It doesn't go together. None of the people that we look to in their respective sports as the GOATs, quote unquote, are ringless. That goes to prove that regardless of how unfair it may be, we still hold that championship pedigree to high esteem when you start talking about best ever.
Yeah, there is. I hear you. Chill is God is has 2 female black leads.
Facts. Vivica A. Fox is in that movie. Sterling K. Brown is in that movie. Very interested to see it.
No, I said the MJ LeBron combo is going to be old soon. It's his 4th year in the Western Conference Finals air.
Oh yeah, sure. It'll definitely be. It definitely. I mean, LeBron's probably going to retire here in the next year or two. I don't think people will ever stop talking about Michael Jordan, but that debate will kind of die out soon. Yeah, it'll become more of a Wemby and Giannis and all the younger guys that are coming up now. We're in the twilight of the LeBron domination.
I'm glad. I would hate for the next era to be about goat. Like that's so tiring. It was fun the first year, the second year. Do you guys remember that movie where the kid said, hey, LeBron's a better shooter and a passer? Call me when LeBron has 6 rings. Is that your only argument? That's the only argument I need.
I need Sean. Okay. I mean, no, that movie exacerbated, but that kind of is the point. That is kind of the point.
But when did that movie come out? And like we're probably 15 years later and we're still doing the LeBron Michael.
That was Bad Teacher. I want to say Bad Teacher came out in like 2011, 2012.
See how long that's been? That's this conversation of who's better, who that guy.
I thought you love sports. That is the life of a fan outside of actually playing sports is debating.
But like to have to go, oh, this guy versus this guy. How about I like what this guy just did? You see what his performance? Man, no one can stop a hook shot.
You can't win at I like. The point of sports debate is to win. You want to crush your opponent with statistical facts. We don't want to
combine. Let's do other comparisons. Who's the better 2-time Canadian MVP? Let's have that one. And how much entertainment has that one?
The 2-time Canadian MVP. What is that? What sport is that?
Steve Nash and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, okay. You're a Steve Nash fan. Okay. Who's the better one?
No, I'm not. I wasn't taking a position.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. Steve Nash versus Shai. Steve Nash versus Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, Shai got a ring, so there is that.
So then Shai.
I mean, Nash does have 2 MVPs, has a much longer injury history as well than Shai. So we'll have to see how the rest of Shai's career goes.
Who had a better international success? Because I do count that. I know people don't like to. I thought what happened in Paris 2 years ago with Dream Team versus France, one of the best games I watched ever. Even the Serbian game Team USA faced in the semifinals was amazing also.
Love that. I mean, even in that regard, I'm still going Nash. He played longer. Had more international competitions. Again, some of this is a little bit slanted if you're talking straight up Shai versus Nash, because there's so much more of a body of work from Nash. But the higher end is a lot higher for Shai already. So it's a good that's a good debate. Good one.
Isn't that like a tantalizing conversation?
That was a good one.
One of the best passers.
Now pick a side and argue with me.
Pick a what type?
Pick a side and argue with me.
Oh, let's do this right. We're here to touch on some other things, like in our description. Our title says Lanterns trailer, Mando Grogu, Blade&Midnight Sons, Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2, plus more. Let's begin on the DC side. I got the DC Cup. I got the DC Cup movie coming out in June 2026. That's funny. It doesn't actually say the date on my booster juice, just June. But let's go into Lanterns. I saw a trailer come out for it, and they were like, "Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid?" That was like the catchphrase of the whole trailer. Mm-hmm. And it looks like there's only one ring, and it doesn't look like John has the ring. It looks like Hal has the ring. I saw your boy Guy Gardner. He was alive in this trailer, so I guess the mystery isn't to try to. No, that doesn't mean anything.
Guy Gardner in this trailer.
Guy Gardner was in there. He was in this trailer, and seeing him for that one scene made me go, oh, well, I guess he doesn't die. I guess that's not the mystery. But that's not true. That could literally be the scene where he dies, and they put it in the trailer. So
I didn't see him. I missed that. Did you see any like context? Was he in his suit? Was he doing anything?
No, he was wearing the Green Lantern white and Green Lantern jacket suit.
So
I'll pull it up.
I'm confused on this timeline here. Who's older than who? It like obviously Kyle Chandler, Hal Jordan, he's older than John Stewart. He's training John Stewart. Where does that leave Guy? Is Guy not older than both of them? Or he's the youngest one? I don't understand. Is he supposed to be the youngest Lantern?
Like Nathan Fillion's age?
Yeah, that's when I'm kind of off.
Yeah, I think Guy is still younger than Hal Jordan is. Trying to find it. There it is.
Fam, on what planet is this man younger? Younger than Kyle Chandler? Like they're the same age if I'm being nice. Okay, but I did see him in jail, so that's that. Okay, he does play a role in it, and you're right. That doesn't mean he doesn't die. But I'm really confused on how they set this timeline up. So they're making it so that he's the youngest one of the three?
No, light-skinned Jon Stewart is the youngest one, and Guy is the second youngest.
Even that's still kind of pulling on the strings there a bit. But okay, cool. I mean, that makes it a little bit better. At least he's not supposed to be younger than Aaron Pierre. I like this trailer a lot because number one, it proved that my patience around this project was paying off a bit, because it does get a lot of the complaints that people were kind of, I won't say erroneously throwing at the project, but kind of preemptively throwing at it. Oh, there's no green. They're not going to do any actual lantern stuff. This is a lantern show. Why aren't they flying? Why aren't they creating shapes? I was like, I kind of feel like that stuff is going to come. They're just kind of holding it back, and they're pitching it the way that the show's going to flow, the way the speed, the pace of the show is going to go. It is going to be a detective style show, but I'm hoping they have enough of this type of stuff to fill in the gaps, right? And to keep people engaged on top of a solid story, right? A good detective story draws anybody in. I just watched a show on HBO called DTF St. Louis. No clue what it was about. Didn't plan on watching it. Had Jason Bateman in it. Had Red Guardian. That dude was in it. Just a random show, but it was a murder mystery. Ended up being a murder mystery out of nowhere, and it really had you hooked on for about a good 6-7 episodes. Everybody loves a murder mystery. And so if that's the way we're going with this, you mix in a little bit of Intergalactic, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of Sinestro, I think you got a solid series as long as they don't mess it up.
I don't like how John has to earn the ring. Just to elaborate, because it sounds like you're saying, maybe I'm inferring, but so you're saying, I want Mary Sue's in my fiction.
Yeah, I mean, how else is he supposed to get it?
But maybe you also could mean something like, the way he's earning it is the wrong way. There's other ways to earn it that are less embarrassing, maybe.
I think it's natural when you cast that starkly, like an age, a Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre, your angle is going to be friction of generations. Like there's going to be a generational kind of fight there. It's going to be very adversarial because they come from two completely different backgrounds, two completely different eras. And the very obvious of it is that he is the heir apparent. He's your replacement, for better or for worse. He will be doing this longer than you will. So, there's pushback on it. There's not wanting to leave the job too early. There's a lot of commonality, or there's a lot of ways to humanize this role. I'm not mad at how he's having to work to get the ring.
Isn't the ring supposed to put the suit on you? Well, it's your will. So if you don't will for it to turn your suit on, then that's it. But maybe this also is the moment he puts the ring on, and now like the suit is activated as that happens, right?
Also, let's not act like we're gonna get the full suit right here. And if they've been piecemealing stuff this slow already, they're not just gonna pop out on the second trailer and give you the entire suit on John.
Light skinned John. Yeah. I'm gonna cut that out. He is. Eventually, he'll just be Jon Stewart to me.
Light skinned John. It's okay.
Black Snape, though, I don't know. He's not going to be Black Snape.
Black Snape, man. I am woo-wee. One of them kids already quit the show. The one who plays Ginny Weasley is not coming back for season 2. She already quit.
Why?
I don't know. I'm guessing her parents probably pulled her out, and she's crazed fans or whatever's already going on before this show is already out has already caused a cast member to quit.
We have no idea what it could be, though.
No, we don't know. Maybe it's something personal. I myself don't rush to throw away eventually $1 million salaries because that's Harry's love interest. But maybe they had a really good reason. I'm sure they did.
Yeah, it's got to be a good reason because you know how the books go, you know how the movies went before, so you know, like, okay, well, this is going to be a steady paycheck, and it only gets fatter by the time we get to the seventh season. It only
gets bigger, baby. The closer I get to adulthood, the bigger the checks are going to get. So it had to have been something substantial.
I hope it's not a bullying situation like Jar Jar and Jake Lloyd.
I feel like those situations are unavoidable with these franchises, man. They just are, which makes the Snape casting so bewildering. so bewildering. If an erroneous character like Ginny Weasley in the first season of Harry Potter is getting so much hate, and speculatively, I'm talking right now, I don't know anything, but if that's the case, can you just imagine the first time we see Maxine whipping them dreads down the halls of Hogwarts? Just imagine what it's going to be for Homeboy. Wish him all the best, though.
Chi-Town keeps us on topic. I just want to see multiple lantern constructs. If they can accomplish that, that's cool, and they can be green, that's fine. If the oath is still in Blackest Day and Brightest Night, if they can, sorry, I got it the wrong way, but if they can say it the right way, unlike I just tried to do it, if they get the words right, so hey, bare minimum, guys.
Which I think this is a very low bar, and I think they'll cross it. Like, you think we're gonna go the entire show without them doing anything with the ring? Like nothing. He ain't gonna pull up a green chair and sit down. You know what I mean? He's not gonna.
The best ones when superheroes use their powers for the little things.
Yeah, like that. It's gonna happen. I just think that for a detective show that's going to spend most of the time talking and very slowly going over shots and details and rehashing dialogue and really getting into the nitty gritty, if that's what the show is, they cannot just vomit you out all the action spots because they have to be strategically placed to keep you engaged. And if you go into it already knowing what you're going to see, it's going to damper on the show. So I don't begrudge them at all for this marketing. As long as the show's good.
For sure. Star Wars. Something happened. Okay. It's not sharing, is it?
Star Wars for 800, please.
Here's Jon Favreau.
Flashbacks tell us that Grogu survived Order 66 after being rescued by Jedi Kelleran Beck, played by Ahmed Best, who also played this lovable long-eared Gungan.
Listen.
Chris.
It was Jar Jar Binks.
Yes.
Lovable. It's Star Wars for 1,000, please.
Wow, anti-Jar Jar. Back to John.
Lovable.
Mandalorian sect.
Yeah.
Why they put the sound of him saying lovable in there?
He's a lovable.
Yeah, lovable.
And then Ken recognized it, so they weren't gonna mute it. That was funny. And that whole round, Jon Favreau just does the thing, and he goes, "This movie, they said this is the way. What is this is the way?" And like all three contestants were Star Wars fans, and each one of the three got an answer during that round. That was cool.
Gotcha.
Alex Trebek, another MVP from Canada. You know he was from here?
He liked it in America better.
That's what they say in Oklahoma. That's what they said in Phoenix. But listen, claimed. You want James Cameron too, or can we keep him? Is it okay?
You can have James Cameron. He's a little too pro AI for me.
He is a little bit AI. You see that quote that he said about, well, we're gonna make the movies in a fraction of the budget. What else does that mean other than you're gonna use
with a fraction of the people too, huh, asshole?
It hurts me because AI is an advancement, just like a calculator versus a supercomputer is an advancement. Like, I get it. Just don't put creative people out of a job, and I'm usually fine with AI.
Well, for me, for the life of me, I don't understand. I get why business owners, CEOs, right, leaders of industry, I get that. We can replace an entire sector of our business models that is what we consider just a drain on our pockets, right? It's an extra expense, and their healthcare and their pensions and their 401ks and blah 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 blah. We can just not pay all that and eventually just pay a computer system and run that and keep all our profits. Yeah. But for the everyday people just walking around, that you see at the gas station that may be into this stuff because you can recreate your favorite starlet in an intimate situation, or you can find a chatbot lover to talk to when it's too hard to go out and meet real people. Like those type of societal benefits are enough for you to completely change our social contract. We're kind of heading into a space where it's not just people at the cash registers of fast food jobs. It's not just delivery drivers. You understand, they're trying to replace 6-figure salary jobs, managerial positions, purchasing positions, HR,
parking spaces.
Why would I need a human being to do any of this stuff?
And they don't get in relationship scandals at the workplace. They're computers.
So, it starts with, the lower level everyday working people. But eventually it's like, well, how much more money can we save? We cut 10 people with 40K salaries. How about we cut 10 with 100K salaries? My God, look at all the money we're saving.
My problem, sorry.
No.
Were you done?
Yeah.
There's a lot of examples of computers replacing people's jobs that existed, or like enough accountants who were accounting or who did all the numbers and crunched all that. They don't exist anymore because a computer can do it now. So I'm okay with replacement because of advancing, but it's just at the creative aspect of it, when there's more of a human touch, I get mad.
This goes so much further than the creative sphere, though. Like it will allow industries to run without people. So forget what you're going to see on your TV screen. Will you be able to afford to plug a TV into your wall when you haven't had a job for 2 or 3 years? There's no social net to catch you with a basic income to keep this stuff in. Why are we not thinking about nationalizing anybody really? Thinking about nationalizing AI other than China and making it work for our benefit? If we're not going to work anymore, why shouldn't we get a stipend for that?
Well, both my country and your country are really rich. We even got this waterfall thing that runs a turbine that generates magic. Literally, that's what I call electricity. It's magic. It makes things happen just by a flick of a switch. We already should be at a place where everything is super affordable, and it's just corrupt politicians who are keeping that from us. And I don't think AI is the enemy here.
Hold on, I'll get back to that in a second. Yeah, I'm if this is true, just I guess fight the AI chatbot that'll eventually replace your job as well. Why do we need human beings to do psychology when we can download one and keep it for indefinitely? It's not that AI is the enemy. It's that AI is only, I feel like it's only cohesive with human beings if we have control. And it seems like so many people are racing towards creating this new life, this new sentient species. Like they want this shit to be conscious and able to do things at its own. It's too powerful. It's a tool that we should be using to improve our lives and not replace us. But I guess that is the age old,
when it's stealing though. If here's an example, I know you feel differently. If a comic book artwork is being done, stealing all these great comic book artists' stuff, and the computer just goes, okay, well that's how I make a background, that's how I have the foreground, that's how I do that hairstyle, and that's how I can draw that character, and it steals from all these without crediting them or giving them any money, not taking from a bank of information that a studio paid for it, but just take from anyone. That shit.
But chill again. You're still focusing very micro on oh well, how do we protect this person and protect that person? once you've opened, you've kind of started that train of embracing AI for no other reason than to alleviate yourself of paying human beings. It will hit the actors, it will hit the writers, it will hit the directors, it will hit the producers, it will hit any human being who has anything to do with this film outside of the person cashing the checks. Eventually, it will.
So
how many? If AI can, and first in terms of stealing, right? In terms of them using the only way this thing learns, the only way this thing gets good is to input data, right? And so if you think right now as a director in Hollywood, if you have even a slither of a name that none of your work has been fed into any of these engines, you're kidding yourself. We're pumping a lot of data into these LLMs every day,
hopefully consensually,
everywhere.
And
well,
if it's
how could it be
done,
how could it be? How do you honestly believe that all of these companies are getting the okay from each? It's already there.
But I'm saying that I would be okay if starting from now, every studio who signs these actors goes, by the way, we're allowed to take this information and digitize it and AIify it. And if that actor agrees to that, fine.
Not only will they not do that, it's too late. It's too late, because before we've even thought of that to protect ourselves of that is a relatively new fear that people on the internet or using social media or whatever have in their consciousness is, oh my God, people could be taking my data and doing whatever they want with it. 5 years ago, we were not conscious of the fact that our digital footprint went well beyond what you liked on Twitter, right? We weren't that cognizant of it. They have a lot of that stuff already. That's why they're so confident about integrating it into their businesses, because this stuff had to be built up over years. And so that's why I'm not focused so much on the individual cases of people getting their just due when AI takes from them. It's already taken. It's already taken. And soon you will have bots that are able to recreate the style of a Scorsese, that will be able to recreate the style of a Nolan. So then, do you think that a studio is going to sit there and listen to Christopher Nolan swing his nuts around like he does now, because he's earned it, because he's one of the greats, but swing his nuts around in their office, telling them what he wants and what his demands are, when we got a bot that can copy you, bro, like that can make the new Tenet? We can call it something else.
We got Christopher Nolan.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
But
like that's where all of this goes. And if we don't get a handle on it now and be like, all right, look, if they're just going to endlessly run this shit until none of us are in the office, then we have to have a stake in it. As it does well, we have to do well. And that's the part that's missing from all of this.
We'll never get to Christopher Nolan movies because there's too many human beings who are going to say, well, I'm not watching that. There's lots of us. I can speak for myself.
I agree with you. I count me as one of them.
And when I doom scroll and I see AI, oh, this is an AI voice. Next. You know what? They got me with some of those, those singing ones where they explain something. You ever seen some of those videos? Where like your body part will be singing and it'll say, I'm the liver. You have to hydrate me before. So that's AI, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So like
the fruits or something like that.
Yeah. You know the one I'm talking about. So like they got me for a minute. I'm like, oh, this is really nice. Okay, turmeric. Okay. But now I'm like, not AI. I can't do it.
No, I get you. And there are a lot of AI conscious people. But what I've seen, even with these data centers that are popping up all over the country in places where nobody is asking for them, is that they are skirting the will of the constituency, the voters in those areas, to get this stuff up. I don't necessarily think that that'll be any different in our media, especially if it's able, the way that our media is consolidated now. You only have to make a couple phone calls to be like, hey, this is what we're doing now. Right. And if the entire industry's on it, then it's bad news. It's bad news.
Okay. It's bad news. Now we got bad blood. How about Christopher Nolan's movie, The Odyssey? Okay. Lupita Nyong'o. Let's talk about her character. She says, "Is this a mythological story?" I'm very supportive of Chris's intention with it, and with the version of the story that he is telling. Our cast is representative of the world. I'm not spending my time thinking of a defense. The criticism will exist, whether I engage with it or not. What do you think about race swap casting with Lupita Nyong'o in a Greek story? Is it accurate at all?
No. But you know what? I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm somewhere in the middle. First of all, I'm getting increasingly worried about this movie. I'm getting very worried, not because of Lupita Nyong'o, but the Travis Scott thing kind of got to me. I do think there's going to be a bit of a controversy that continues with the Lupita thing, but that's not going to tank the movie. I think, in general, you should think, okay, if I'm going to race swap this character, does it improve it? Or not just does it improve it, does it intricately change the nature of the character, right? So what was her name? The face that sent 1,000 ships. What is her name? The chick that they were going after. One of the characters she's playing. Helena?
Yeah.
Helena. So they got Helena and her sister. She's going to be playing twins. The idea that the woman that sparked the war between the Trojans and what was it, the Greeks, is going to be a black woman. I ain't really mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I could see somebody catching the side profile of Lupita and being like, nope, all my men in the boats right now. We're going to get her back. You know, it's okay. I'm not terribly mad at it. In general, though, I wish that they worked harder to be a little bit more earnest into working people of melanation into their stories. It just generally feels lazy to me to be like, oh, you're going to be the black version of. And to try to play it like it's any other thing. And to play it like it's any other thing. To say that it's okay. This is a fictional character. How has this character been represented in media since we've been showing it? Right? How do people know this character visually? We don't have to play coy about it. If you're going to do the race swap, then at least be honest enough to acknowledge what it has been. It's a double whammy when they tell you, oh, well, you know, it's going to be a race swap, but you're tripping if you take this piece of property that you've been following for umpteenth amount of years and bring your expectations to it. I don't agree with that. Helena of Troy.
Speaking of AI, you're asking the wrong questions. AI generated this thing for me on Google. Beginning with the 96 Academy Awards, films must meet 2 of 4 new representation and inclusion standards to be eligible for Best Picture Oscar. That's literally all. That they've got to meet a quota for Christopher Nolan to get his Oscar, so that's why he's all for it. And I'm sure Universal, whichever studio it is, they've got, well, a movie needs to be this much inclusive, and so we get what we get with Lupita Nyong'o. It's just like why Fantastic Four needed to have somebody like Pedro Pascal being cast as Reed Richards instead of a standard Blanco.
I didn't say nothing. Like I didn't say nothing about how the movie was going to say. I said I'm a little bit worried about it because of Travis Scott shit. But I'm not a big Matt Damon fan either. But no, I don't think the Lupita thing is going to change the fortune of it at all. Again, she is the face of desire in that conflict in particular. So I'm not too upset about it in particular. Just in general, though, with race swaps, I feel like they're lazy.
They're unproductive. They don't last. They don't launch black characters, and they satisfy a studio's quota without the consequence of launching black characters.
Lasting representation of a character that may be repurposed.
We're not going to do that generationally beneficial move. We'll just hire fucking Wonder Man. Come here, Abdul Mateen. You can do it. We had it T'Challa. Can't do that one. That's why Blade is not going to be in Blade. He'll be Midnight Sons.
This is my point. Like, we have historical figures that could play into these narratives. Instead of casting them to play those figures, you cast them to play the white version of. And that's where the dissonance is. Like, I don't want to see the white version of. If you're going to put us in your film, put us in your film, you know?
Children of Blood and Bone, African mythology, fantasy movie, well budgeted. Actually, from what Tina told us, maybe not so well budgeted, but that's coming in the movie theater.
I got hope. I'm gonna pray for it. We're gonna pray for it.
IMAX theaters in January. Check it out.
Speaking of properties that need a little bit more promotion, are we ever going to speak about Ianu, or you just gave up on that show?
I was going to. I wish you had not said that, because there's 2 Instagrams I want to show. I'm gonna show you this Instagram first.
But oh yeah, I don't read comics. I have a kid for this conversation. I've really talked to my husband. Yeah, that's who's into all that. Oh, I don't really read.
Hold up.
Beautiful art. I'm just here for the Funko Pops.
Hold up. I'm showing you guys the wrong one. I tried to save. Where is it? No, I didn't save that one. It's cool. I'll just show this one instead. Copy, paste. Ianu
has ever done this before, and I can't believe these creators have pulled it off. As you know, I react to cartoons. And usually, when a studio finds out I'm reacting to one of their cartoons, they send their top copyright assassins to shut my ass down. Either the studio demonetizes the video, or tries to get it taken off of YouTube entirely. But not only did the creators of Cartoon Network's hit series Ianu like my video, they literally just reached out to me and sent me every episode of seasons 1 and 2 and the prequel movie because they liked that I covered it and are so deeply passionate about the story. They wanted to...
Damn! Hold on, bro. Where our shit at?
Take that shit down. They were like, thanks for checking out our show. Here's the rest of it if you want to keep looking into it. I'm definitely going to cover Ianu more in the future. Right now, I'm still kind of drowning in the shows I'm currently reacting to, but I just wanted to highlight how fucking awesome this creative team has been. Not just in making a sick show, but in their attitude towards content creators talking about it.
Okay, WWE, take notes.
That's dope. That's dope. First of all, can I get the first 2 episodes? I mean, the first two seasons. Can I get the prequel movie? I don't even think I've seen the prequel movie.
You're gonna plug it into an AI bot so that they can learn how to do Ianu AI. That's what you're gonna do.
That's crazy. They hooked him up. No, shout out to them, though. Shout out to them.
But maybe that's a separate entity than Cartoon Network, who they will flag your stuff, copyright it. I don't care, but the Ianu creators, they're different. They're like a whole different company.
Folks at Lionsgate, maybe that's who kind of okayed it. Maybe they have a say.
Whoever it was. Yeah, he didn't say in the video. He just says the creators. That's Danny Mota. He usually covers anime. Yeah, he says he does cartoons. I think I've seen a couple of his videos before. One of the top anime YouTubers. He got a huge channel. Oh, so because our channels are little,
he said we got to get our weight up, huh?
You're right. That's very like justifiable though. You can't just like talk to every content creator, but like a big top guy like him, why not? Why not get him on the side of your show and introduce it to all the other anime lovers like Johnny and people who know who Danny Mota is? Yeah, I know. We're joking. We're good. Rastafari. 420. You want to talk more Ianu? What's up?
What'd you think about the season?
Embarrassingly did not finish the season. I'm like 3 episodes deep and I never got to the conclusion. What's
the last thing you seen?
Ianu was in it. I don't remember. I'm gonna start it over again. She met that woman, but I saw that in the trailer. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. You know what though? They flagged me every single time I did reactions better than Danny Mota, and every single time You know what pissed me off? I would spend hours editing the video, getting the reaction, and making sure like only 6 seconds of footage of it would play. And I would like transform the video to where it's not the full 16:9. And I'm like, all right, good. I'm cool. I put it through the YouTube censors and they say it's okay to upload. Cool. It'll go up 3 hours later. Guess what? Your thing has been copyright claimed. And I'm like, then why did you guys say it was okay? Because I would have been in the editing and I would have just chopped up and yeah, that was very annoying. But it's not like Ianu is not succeeding with my content creation or not. I'm glad to see that they're winning.
It's doing well. I think the animation took a step forward this year. They did the whole Zuko Aang collision thing a little bit earlier than Avatar Airbender did it. But I'm interested to see how it's going to play out, though, for sure. It was a decent season. It was decent. I don't want to say too much because you haven't seen the latter part of the season. You know that there's
you deserve to say anything you want to say. Go ahead.
No, I mean, so I'm
any good fight scenes?
There's a planned invasion. Do you know about the invasion?
Yes.
Of Elu. We must defend Elu. Then your boy Bean got powers now. So that's pretty dope. I was kind of wondering how they were going to progress the Team Chosen characters and kind of push them along. I'm still going to be on their back about the dialogue, man. I think they're counting out their audience. I think they're dumbing it down a little bit too much for their younger audience. I think they'll follow. First of all, you already asking us to hop on a foreign dialect and kind of go with the ebbs and flow and pick up things as we listen to them to know what they're talking about. Take the extra step and make it a little bit more adult. You know, sometimes it does bog down a little bit when it's time to talk. That would be my only critique right now. But everything else looks pretty good.
How about the X-Men 97 leaks trailer?
Let's do it.
I don't think I can play it if it's a leaked trailer. I haven't seen it. I don't care about the leaked trailer because it's a different creative staff, and from what I'm hearing, they're rewriting it. So, like, the part of the reason why I hate...
I thought season 2 was safe.
No, I thought that they changed it. They needed time to rewrite things. So, it's Star Wars, Force Awakens, then new writer, Last Jedi, then new writer for the whatever it was called. I don't like that. I like direction. I like Boondock season 1, 2, 3. I don't like Boondock season 4, where Aaron Magruder was not a part of it. So it's just, I don't care about X-Men 97 to even see the leaked trailer.
Let me ask you something. This is kind of X-Men 97 related. What do you think about Winterbond being named Grand Poobah over everything, animation, TV, and now comics?
It means synchronicity is coming, but
oh no,
but maybe
that when Kevin Feige got the job, and look what happened.
Yeah, but like maybe now we'll actually get the T'Child. He'll be bold enough to do it. Also,
you want the
yeah. I no. This is what I would want. I would want that comic book to bomb, and then for them to go, oh, okay, so look, we got the data here, because they were supposed to do it for Intergalactic, but then plans changed. I heard Victor Laval say it in an interview where that was the original idea was to a child and Shuri, but they had to add T'Challa in it for some reason.
The fuck? I will throw up all over you, Laval. What the hell is that?
I don't think it was on him. Didn't we do this already? I played the interview with him on Black Comic Lords. You said that, and then I said it's probably the editor's decision, not really him. Writers don't really write. They just get
writers don't really write. They just do what they're told. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Salute to Marquise Draper. The reason we're about to get a Static series announced. So I think Brad Winderbaum is just gonna be more of the same.
Yeah, but
maybe more of the same is better than what Dan Buckley was doing and some of the other losers. Some of the losers who they got right now make Night Thrasher. Let's do a Night Thrasher comic book. Yeah, guys, it's February. How about Luke Cage? How about so-and-so? What if Brad Winderbaum, the MCU guy, who knows we're going to use this mutant in the X-Men, who goes, Okay, fine. Well, in that movie, since we're going to use so and so and so and so in year 2036, why don't we just uplift those characters now?
Because the characters they want to uplift are Kamala Khan and fucking T'Child and Yelena. Like you want to read some Yelena Black Widow comics? Is that tickling your fancy? You want to see Red Guardian in a new Avengers comic? Like nobody wants that. But I feel like this is a move to, like you said, draw comics closer to MCU synergy, which doesn't. If it was somebody else, I would agree. I'll be okay. All right, maybe that's not so bad. Brad Winderbaum is kind of a paint by numbers, do what you're told kind of guy. I think his TV shows suck. I think since he's been a helm over Marvel Television, it hasn't looked good. I don't think you can blame it all on him. Some of that stuff was in the pipe before he was head guy, but I have not liked most of Marvel TV since he's been in charge. That doesn't give me a whole lot of confidence about what he might change in comics. Just so that he doesn't have to argue with people online about how he's destroying canon.
When did he become the czar of Marvel TV streaming?
Oh, when did he do that? How was that? It's been at least 2 years. How long has Winderbaum been in charge of Marvel TV, chat?
But a show from development, from inception of let's launch it to the thing releasing is longer than 2 years. So he hasn't really had his full day in the sun. Same way Filoni and Favreau.
So then how is he getting these promotions so quick then? What is it? Because I mean, that's a good point, right? Most of this stuff was already working before you got there. So what is it that he's done? The best thing to his credit is X-Men 97, and we all know who that credit is going to. So
it goes to Wesley Snipes. Oh, I'm sorry, Bo DeMeo. They look the same.
What do we attribute to his climb that quickly? I think it's that he's amenable. I think it's that he's workable, and that
he doesn't fight. He never fight. Kevin, great idea, Kev.
Thank you. Kevin can trust him to be on his side, which
that doesn't mean that's not a bad thing all the time.
It is when we're talking about MCU synergy in comics, because we can kind of smell where it's coming from Kevin Feige. I think it'll be a little bit more covert with Winderbaum because we don't even know him as a comic book guy. Again, this is the guy who was trying to tell you that your eyes didn't see what you saw in that Fantastic Four series that was on Disney Plus at the time, by the way, with T'Challa back from the 90s from the Spider-Man universe. I'm trying to argue with you. Okay, so I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Okay. Send me the video of Brad Winderbaum talking about the T'Challa Fantastic Four episode. I don't recall him doing it.
You don't remember them him sitting down and talking to somebody about why T'Challa wasn't there and why it was T'Chaka? You don't we talked about that on here.
Okay. It was Brad Winderbaum? It wasn't that other guy, Matt Caparella guy? It was Brad Winderbaum?
I thought it was Winderbaum. Who's Brad Caparella? Who is he in relation to X-Men 97?
I think he's one of the directors. It's such a long time ago. But I wasn't. It's fine. Just send me the video if you ever find it. X-Men 97 was a rehash of something popular from our childhood, so I can't credit that to the MCU. True. They can't even keep the animated universe consistent with the King.
Sure can.
Marcus is right. They tried to say the Fantastic Four in the 90s isn't canon to the other 90s Marvel cartoons, just lying to our... No, who's they, though? Did Brad Winderbaum say? Because that would be like, oh, okay, Brad Winderbaum, I got him quoted. Stupidity. He's anti-recast. He's like pushing that bullshit. Like, I would like to see that from Brad.
I feel like we already talked about this.
I just don't remember it. But thank you, Brad Winderbaum. Hope you do the best you can with characters who I care about. Which is likely if he's the movie guy. He just cares about black characters. Oh, okay, put T'Challa in it. Put Storm in it, guys. Make sure you guys use T'Challa and Storm. That's what I'd rather have than Ghostlight or what are some of these other comic book duds. Like, just give me T'Challa and Storm and the guys who you're going to use in the movies. And if that's his representation initiative, fine.
But that would be a move away from what they're already doing in comics. Do you think he moves further away from what Kevin wants in the comics? Brad Winderbaum.
I don't know what you're talking about. What they're already doing in the comics.
Okay.
What are they already?
Are they
doing?
highlighting T'Challa and Storm? Right. Well, I guess Storm has an ongoing, doesn't she? Is their book still going?
No, it only has 5 issues, but they are using.
He doesn't have an ongoing. T'Challa doesn't. He hasn't the intergalactic, right? But he doesn't have an ongoing. So
when here comes the movie guy. Hey, let's use our movie characters. When we have
guy
a
who's also not using those characters right now. The guy who
Panther hasn't had an ongoing in over 2 years now. But Ultimate Black Panther was happening, and that was ongoing. But like Ultimate,
I failed to see the obvious improvement. I think we kind of established this, right? More of the same. More of the same doesn't say, "Hey, get the blacks at the front of the seat." That's not more of the same.
I know that. But anybody black will do. Is the philosophy happening over the last couple of years? And I'm saying, focus on your heavy hitters, the guys with the best opportunity to enact the change that representation is supposed to enact. T'Challa, Storm. Yeah, you can even go Blade. Maybe some Miles Morales if you guys are into that. But like, I don't like how they don't use one of those top 4 characters and they dig down to like, who's the 29th most popular black character? Him. Let's use him. Put that guy on the X-Men and make them important. And it's an everlasting, sustained elevation, because where has Sync been for the last 3 years? 3 years of like, where is Sync anymore? That's what I think of Brad Winderbaum taking over there.
Man, Darius gonna miss the whole stream.
Did you see the popcorn buckets for the Scary Movie 6?
I'm really starting to get offended. I'm really getting mad. We don't want. I understand the popcorn buckets are they're for show, right? It's a souvenir, so it's not so much for application, but it's more for for show, to show that your fandom of the movie. None of these things hold a full large popcorn. Not a single one of them. Not a single one holds a full large popcorn. And I'd be damned if you're going to sell me a fucking a bong popcorn bowl that costs as much as an actual bong, and then it doesn't have the requisite amount of popcorn in it. I'm tired of these popcorn buckets that have the minimum amount of space for actual popcorn. We saw the He-Man bucket, and it's Grayskull. It's the castle or whatever, and it's just like this small ass middle section for the popcorn. I'm like, I'm gonna yeet this. Why don't you give me a large popcorn and just hand me the bucket?
No,
just hand me the bucket.
I think this is a functioning BONG. This is not something that you're buying for the popcorn. This is something that you're gonna use in your real life.
I don't think it is, but it would be crazy if it was.
You don't think that's functioning? It will work.
I think that's plastic. I don't think that'll actually burn anything.
What's up, Darius? You gonna get this popcorn bucket?
What up?
What's going on? Yeah, and I do think it's functioning as well. I am going to get that because I'm going to test its functionality.
You're going to burn a hole in that plastic. It's going to melt.
Where's Johnny Rastafari's comment? I'm waiting. I want to hear your opinion, Mr. Johnny Rastafari 420.
Hey, for real though, imagine getting pulled over coming back from the movies, and it was like, "Oh, you had a good time in the parking lot, huh?" No, sir. It's just popcorn, and then you ain't gonna be able to prove it because you ate all the damn popcorn in the first 20 minutes. Ain't gonna be no popcorn left in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am absolutely a connoisseur. Avengers Endgame did it best, boy. They had there was a plastic bucket. That thing was like 2-ply. It was huge. Had a handle to carry it with. I still got that bucket to this day.
To this day. Did you see any of Nemesis?
You asking me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a Netflix show. Yolanda Noel's in it.
Mm-mm.
That's
Did
what
you see
right
Man
there.
on Fire?
No, I don't have Netflix right now. I haven't had Netflix in a minute.
Gotcha.
Are you gonna boycott it like Umar was saying? If they do another roast like that, everyone, we need to boycott Netflix.
No, I'm not boycotting Netflix.
We're not boycotting with Umar?
No, I'm not boycotting with Umar.
He said if they do it another time. He didn't say go for the boycott now, but he was like, everyone needs to send a letter. If they do another thing like that, you can't. What the Cheryl Underwood jokes were not good. You know, he went off.
Did you hear? Oh, excuse me. Did you hear some of the jokes that were cut?
Oh, I saw your videos on it. Yeah, the things that were painting Kevin Hart as a cheater in a bad light, those were cut. But the George Floyd stuff, yeah,
crazy. And there was like one joke in there about Tony Hinchcliffe being gay. And that one got cut. Oh, but he can call us a nigga on stage on Netflix and just let it fly. But don't call Kevin cheap, a cheater, or the cheater.
That roast was about playing the game. As long as they can humiliate you, and if we can humiliate you in front of everybody and keep you lower than us, you let us say the N-word on stage and you kiki ha 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 with it. They did their job.
Umar said Regina Hall was the only one composing herself and not like acting stupid.
Probably because she didn't find the shit funny.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot for you to keel over laughing during a George Floyd joke for the entire nation to see. That's something else. But yeah, no, I still haven't watched the entire roast from start to finish. I think I'll pass.
I skipped the Tony Hinchcliffe part. I know that. I saw most of the roast though.
I didn't watch it. I just watched Kat and Cheryl. And that was just highlights.
I did see Cat Set. Cat Set was good. That should have been the story of the night, man. We should have been talking about that. Should have been talking about Kat and Kevin Hart reuniting for a roast, and the jokes that are being told there that went exceedingly well. But no, we got white people arguing about who's more racist, and we got an actual racist up there towing the line and prodding people, and then we got suicide jokes. Those are also always funny. Just a bunch of shit.
You know what was funny that I laughed at? He said, Shane Gillis might have said this, but he's like, Kevin Hart's so little. His ancestors came on a slave ship in a boat. And I'm like, okay, that was good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to show you an example of a funny racist joke I saw, but I'm not going to look on it on stream. I'm just going to share the screen and say that the next topic is Blade will reportedly have a major role in the Midnight Sons project. According to Daniel RPK, he says, Blade, don't worry, Blade fans. He'll have a major role in a team-up movie that he's not the lead of. He'll be a major role. It's not called Blade, but Midnight Sons. Yeah.
So he went from being Iron Man, Captain America,
the
Hulk, to being Yelena
on the Thunderbolt.
Now he's the discount Black Widow. He's the blonde Black Widow. Oh, great. After 7 years, yes, sir. We've been downgraded from mainstay character to leader of an ensemble cast. Tip of the cap to Kevin Feige there. All about elevating the black man.
Is it a white cap? Is it with a point?
Yeah, man, I don't. It's hard for me to get excited about this. This is supposed to be a follow-up to the Blade movie, not an introduction of Blade. So it's a slap in the face to the black audience for Marvel it's also a big slap in the face to Mahershala. Like I can't. I don't know what he's going to be giving you in this Midnight Sons movie. Can't imagine it's going to be his best. After all of this, in a canceled solo film, to come share the screen with, 3 or 4 different actors who probably can't hold a stick to me in the industry. Probably don't have half of the career I've had. So how are they even, how are they even selling this to him? How is this even going over well enough that he's still on to do this project?
I wonder if he is still on to do this project.
That's a good point.
I wonder if he is still on.
I would feel totally disrespected, bro. Totally disrespected. So, like, you telling me, you telling me that in the time that you announced my movie, and now you've released a Brave New World, a Quantum Mania, right? A Love and Thunder. You've released a She-Hulk, a Moon Knight, and an Echo. You've released an Ironheart, and you've released a Hawkeye.
You don't forget the Guardians Christmas special.
Like all of this shit, right? In the time that I've been here.
Yeah.
But the one thing we can't do is get me in a trench suit.
You were wearing the trench suit in the Eternals post-credit scene.
Well, we don't know what he was wearing because we only heard his voice. But in that time, we couldn't even get me in a trench coat, put me some glasses on, and make me cut a vampire's throat. In nowhere, like, let alone my solo project. I can't show up anywhere else. I said some shit in the background of one of the worst MCU movies you've ever made, and then I disappeared into the ether like I never stepped into the MCU. I don't know if I would do this shit for them. I don't know if I would save them. I don't know if I would help them save face by how tremendously underwhelming this showing was with a 2-time Academy Award winner. You know, those things that you break your neck and kill yourself for every fucking season, hoping to be with the in crowd. Well, this guy has 2 of them, and you treated him like a scrub. You treated him like a bench player that you could ignore. I wouldn't save them with this. I would go on Good Morning America tomorrow and be like, this is what Disney did to me. Yes, ABC's Good Morning America. Or no, that's CBS. Good Morning America is CBS, I think.
Sure.
Wherever the hell it is, we going on. Right. 2 seasons of Daredevil. Went back and reworked an entire season of that shit to make it more Netflix accurate. I can't pop up. I can't come out of Harlem or nothing. I can't pop up out the suit. Hello, Matt. Hey, you're having a little bit of trouble. Swing something. Can't get shit. I can't get nothing. I get no play. My God.
Hey, James Gunn's not doing that over at the DCU. Let's have some real competition. Watch Lanterns.
We'll see.
We'll stream
I'm
Peacemaker.
still waiting on an
We don't know that.
for Mr. Terrific. I need a Mr. Terrific show, movie, special presentation, something. Clock is ticking, James.
Mahershala with Marvel, I wouldn't go back. I don't know that he is back. Midnight Sons has been talked about from Daniel RPK for like years now. I'm not saying that Midnight Sons is not on a board somewhere at Marvel Studios. I'm sure it is. Is that like soon? Maybe. My understanding is they are going super grounded in X-Men, like X-Men and Grounded. That's the next phase, from my understanding. So
I don't even know what
know.
that means, but I hate it. I have no idea.
Grounded more so like they're not like Grounded X-Men, like they're focusing on the X-Men and they're focusing on grounded heroes,
grounded
like
heroes, street level stuff.
Yeah, street level stuff.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. Does this fit into street level? Because they don't necessarily have to everything that have to be street level. This could be a presentation. I don't know what this is. Is it a movie? Is it I don't know. But does Mahershala come back? Who knows? Is he still attached? Who knows? Is this the ensemble that's going to be on screen? Who knows?
Right. Who are the Sons? Who are the Midnight Sons?
Could be any ghost
Blade, who again heard, never seen. Dane Whitman, but how do you do that? How do you bring back Black Knight without bringing back the Eternals? And we definitely don't want to do that. Who are the Midnight Sons?
If I had to choose, it would be this group on screen.
Punisher, Strange.
I don't know about Strange.
Blade, Moon Knight.
I would personally go Voodoo. Introduce Voodoo that way. I would go Brother Voodoo before I go. I know they're not doing that. There's too many brothers on the team.
The way McDuffie's rule.
Who's the homeboy over Moon Knight's left shoulder? Who is that?
Hold on, I have it. He's on my little list here.
I don't know, but they'll race swap him
because I need to get him. He's on my Marvel Legends list.
He'll be Brian Tyree Hill. They'll recast him, and that'll be his character.
I'm pretty sure that's Hannibal King or Chasm.
Hannibal King is a real character in the comics. I thought they made that shit up for Ryan Reynolds. Not dead ass. I thought that was a made up character for Ryan Reynolds to try and be the next leader of the franchise.
You know, whoever it is just had this idea. Marvel Rivals needs new characters all the time, right? They could really help one of the new characters on Midnight Suns by putting on that or her on that.
Sure.
Well, they've got Moon Knight already. They've got Blade.
Moon Knight would work. Strange would work. Punisher would work. I just don't know about these other two yahoos.
With the MCU, I bet you they replaced Strange with Wong.
What is Benedict doing right now? He can't use a check? Come on, bruh.
They're both named Benedict.
Doctor Strange 3, I'm assuming, is on a board somewhere, so he might be doing that. And that could tie into Midnight Suns. Maybe at the end of that, you know what you're doing with that, Mr. Strange? And it's like, oh, shit, Blade again, but we didn't see him again.
He better not do that shit again. Why is this nigga heard and never seen?
So I don't know. But Midnight Suns, I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming. You'd also probably have a lot of you'd probably have Werewolf by Night. You'd probably have Man Thing. Probably Elsa.
Werewolf by Night and Man Thing? No, that's not.
They are on the Midnight Suns.
We fighting monsters. We not recruiting monsters. What kind of shit is that?
It's true, but he is on there.
I mean, Wolverine. I guess we are dealing with slim pickings. It's not like we got a very long.
Isaac said he won't work with Disney no more. Will they recast Moon Knight or just ignore his existence? He'll get recast. Easy. Wow, you got a new personality. Yeah. I gotta just shave my mustache. Boom.
People barely remember that shit. Remember Moon Knight anyway.
It was such a disappointment. So much potential.
That final battle, Jesus!
Oh my God! Awful. Fake out. Oh, we gonna pass out. I was like, no, and then we passed out.
What's the alligator god?
The alligator god. Yeah, man. We watched a man get shot in the chest. They went to the afterlife and revived him, and then they still told us that they couldn't recast the child because it was too sad. I said, what? Huh?
Well, they built up to the alligator god that whole time and then they made Khonshu seem like he was just like this power for the alligator god to beat the dog shit out of Khonshu. I don't remember that one's name.
Wolverine and Magic are missing. I don't think they're going with that Suns team. I don't think Wolverine is going to be involved. I think they're going to make a conscious effort not to include Wolverine into their next edition of X-Men, at least not to start. I think it's going to hurt them.
Well, the rumor is, I've been saying this, they are going young, which we've heard. They know, we know. And the rumor is he will not be with them. He was going to be with Alpha Flight. And that actually has come up recently.
That is such a mistake to me, man. And it's something that they should remedy within the first movie. Like they shouldn't move out of that first film without Logan being in Connecticut. Because two reasons. Number one, you don't build a character up like that for the last 30 years in media and then push him aside and say, okay, you've had enough. We've literally just seen how that works in the neighboring franchise across the lot. Ask them how that shit worked with Luke Skywalker. Now, is Wolverine Luke Skywalker to the X-Men in comics? No. In the films? Who else? Who else? So again, this is new. This is the MCU, though. We're going to do something different. Okay, keep bucking people's expectations and see what gets you. The X-Men is what it is to people in film form. You need to find a way to work around that and make it yours. I don't think axing Wolverine for a large period of time is going to do it. Especially when you're going to go for more docile, less politically driven narratives too, because that's another thing we heard about the X-Men, right? They're not trying to do the whole, they're racist factions trying to eliminate mutants just for their existence. Nah, we're going to be doing weirdo shit. Like we're going to be fighting damage control and shit like that for a while. So that combined with a lack of Wolverine is going to make this thing a lightning rod for the audience.
Did racists even do a boycott of Disney? How they just kind of like folded. Disney kind of just said, all right, fine, we'll do things in our movies and TV shows that don't upset you. I didn't even see like an organized, hey guys, let's all not give Disney our money.
For
like,
what are we talking about?
Like racist people who are angry at race.
There were some folks who was pretty mad about they were pretty mad about Mark Spector's attire when we first got a first look of Moon Knight, and they got that changed promptly. Got all the proper accessories added to his.
I know what you mean, but that's not the direction I'm going. I mean more like it feels like since the election that Disney doesn't do so much anymore. They feel like, so that crowd may not like that anymore, so we're not going to do that anymore. And it feels like
they dialed back on
one of them.
They dialed back on the Trump narrative in Daredevil season 2. That's a part of it.
But like, yeah, because we can name the examples all over the place. But like, what was the group effort? What was the hey, everyone, let's boycott Target?
It's been preemptive. It's not that like there was this big national. First of all, I keep trying to convince y'all on any channel that'll have me and allow me to say it. That conservatism is not actually popular. It's just not. And so the people who are going to go up and actually spend their time boycotting or protesting the newest show on Marvel because it's not white enough are few and far in between. At least people that'll do it where other people can see them. They may protest from their living rooms, but they're not going to get out in front of the internet or get out into the streets and actually hold picket signs against a Marvel project.
More confusing time. And that's even more confusing of why Disney is bending to please them.
It's preemptive because the people they fear are not the trolls online or normal, ordinary people watching their show. They fear the folks that could actually do something to them, right? This came from the whooping that they got in Florida a few years ago from Ron DeSantis. They decided that they were going to meet a political figure head on in a spot where they were very weak in the state of Florida, and it ended up costing them dearly. So now their knee-jerk reaction is to be completely apolitical, almost to the point of being on the wrong side of things sometimes, as to not invite that type of vitriol, as to not get into those type of things.
So you think the turning point was the Ron DeSantis thing? That's a good example. It feels like right about that time.
I don't even know if it's just the Ron DeSantis thing either, but also Jimmy Kimmel. I think that has a lot. That has a lot to do with it. I mean, this
that's
administration,
a little more recent, but that's part of it.
Yeah, this administration prays and gets their rocks off on fear mongering. So if we can make you, especially if you're under a company that we have some type of political power or gain over, if we can make it to where you're uncomfortable and you're not going to poke fun at Don, or you're not going to say whatever, you're going to stay in line and make it. Yeah, then that's what they want. That's what he's trying to do again with Kimmel currently.
When Kimmel was fired or whatever it was, when he was disciplined, that was bending. But then 3 days later, enough people said, let's cancel Disney Plus. And that was the thing that said, oh no, bring Kimmel back. So in that sense, then the pendulum did swing right back to, our dollars are being affected by the more popular non-racists who are not Charlie Kirk fans, who are canceling their Disney Pluses. Those people, the Disney Plus cancelers, enacted the Jimmy Kimmel the swing back to the proper, not racist.
Right, and I think that's the money aspect of everything. Their wallets were being affected by motherfuckers canceling their subscriptions, so they were like, "Oh, well, we're not about to let this." Now, where does that play in? And if let's say if the administration was to have called down, or whoever is in charge of that was to call down and say, you better not reinstate his show or whatever. I don't know where that falls on the scale of, okay, let's reinstate him because we're losing money. Let's not reinstate him because we were told by our higher ups if we don't, doom and gloom could happen. I don't know. I know it's all corrupt and crooked. I mean, we're now paying the January 6th rioters for rioting and shitting on desk. So
1.776. Did you catch the number there? $1.776 billion. The next time somebody tells me that the country will collapse if you ever pay black people at reparations, I'm going to find you and I will smack you. That is an actual call to violence that will be acted upon. Tread lightly.
Jasmine Crockett actually just spoke on that.
Shout out to APAC.
Funny. This whole not giving the whole reparations thing, and then them paying these folks for shitting on desk and smearing feces on the
and killing cops. Oh, so now y'all paying cop killers. Oh, okay. Interesting. Now we support the cop killers. We pay them reparations.
Meanwhile, it cost me $70 to fill up my Infinity. Wow.
My God.
I know.
About to buy a bike.
Man, here we got them. My family is I don't participate because I'm not a cowboy. My family is into that rodeo shit. They got horses.
Oh, you got horses?
I tell my cousin, hey, I need one.
I mean, but you're gonna have to build a stable out back though. Like you're gonna have to have the place for it to shit and sleep.
Get a gazebo and net it in.
He gonna net the horse in like it's a car.
Oh, but nah, for real, that's real. I'm about to get a horse because this is crazy. It's crazy.
Hey man, a horse might not be a bad investment.
Maybe. Well, talk about Avatar. We got to talk about Star Wars and some of the Michael Jackson documentary. But before that, I want to just talk about that one racist joke that I saw, which I thought was actually funny, and just to show you the difference between like,
all right, Jill, this shit better be funny.
Yeah, finding the line, you going, oh, that guy, I can see the joke here. I can see where the power lies. I can see where is this shameful? Is this it? So Brad Williams, comedian, is talking to Ice Cube's son at a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, man. Other one. Well, speaking about the beginning.
Yeah.
You guys have something.
No, he's a little person.
Is Ice Cube your dad?
Is he? Wait. Because if he is, man, there's a word I gotta say that I gotta get off my chest. I've been holding it in for a long time, trying to be polite, trying to be nice.
I feel
but
you.
If Cube is my dad, oh my God, I gotta pass. Let's go to Compton and say it. Oh my God, let's have fun.
Yeah. No, you're both Trojans.
Oh yeah, fight on, brother.
I thought that was great. I thought, that
he didn't hint at saying it though. Like he didn't start to say it, didn't act like he wanted to say it. He said, I got to pass.
That's somebody that says it in their spare time. he says that regularly.
Well, what he's got in common with O'Shea is they're both Trojans. Yeah.
Fuck USC.
Didn't DeMar DeRozan go there? I like them.
I don't know. If he did, fuck him too.
You guys, not on topic, but you watch these last two. I haven't. I watched the Knicks come back, but did you watch the Thunder and Spurs too? Some good damn games. To be honest, some good fucking games.
Cool. Let me ask you this question, since you brought that up. This was part of me and Chill's discussion earlier. Is it too early to start talking about Wemby as like a go? Come on, man. Come on.
No, because the improvement in this man's game he's made from just last season to this season is incredible.
Yeah. Have you not realized that we've done this every year since like 2017?
Gave it to somebody new.
We was on KD. Oh, KD's the next one. He just beat LeBron in the finals, tore him up. He can go in. He gonna win 7 rings. Then we moved on to Kawhi Leonard. Oh, Kawhi Leonard. He's the best two-way player in the game. Elite on defense, elite on offense. Huge hands. He's the claw. He's the best. Then we moved on to Giannis. Giannis is the best. He won a championship. He's the guy. You gotta vote for Giannis. We moved on back to Kevin Durant. Oh, Kevin Durant's the guy. Then we get the young guys involved. Oh my God, face of the league, Ja Morant. He's here to stay, baby. Then we move on to Luka. Oh my God, Luka is the greatest offensive weapon we've ever seen. Now we on Wemby. How many times are we going to do that until we just sit back and wait for him to actually do it?
I think, though, the difference in all of those guys and Wembanyama is that motherfucker is 7 whatever.
Yeah.
He is doing freak of nature shit out there on the court. Like, so one of the things he did, which I've seen him do before, but the simple, the simple one step from the 3-point line, and I'm already in the paint. And then he laid it up, missed it, grabbed it with his left hand from the free throw line. Yeah. And I'm like, God, how do you defend that? How do you defend that? So if my thing is, the reason I say it's different is because with him being that freak of nature that he is of an athlete, if he just continues to improve, he is leaps and bounds around those guys.
So again, he is very, very physically inclined, like more so than probably any player we've ever seen in the NBA.
I'll give that.
I'm giving credit to 2 things. I'm giving credit to the NBA to be able to figure guys out, because as talented as he is, as good as he's gotten in these first couple of years in the league, he's still only been in the league a couple of years. And so that's 2 years worth of tape that you can run on a guy who's still improving, right? What does it happen? Where does it meet when his ascension is kind of plateaued and teams can kind of figure out what to do around it? I'm not saying he's not going to be a dominant player. He could be a 10-time champion. My point is that guys do get slowed down in the NBA. This is the best league in the world for a reason. Has the best players. And so if Wemby's actually going to be the next LeBron, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar type of player, if he is right now, he will continue to show it to us. Like, we won't have to sit. We was just talking about that man. 2 years ago, nobody could say anything about Jokic.
We still are, though.
Bar none.
You failed to mention him. You were listing all the players in the era since 2017.
Yeah, no, I forgot about.
You didn't actually talk about the best player.
We still talk about Joker, though. We still talk about him. He still gets talked about.
I'm just saying we're very quick to be like, oh, he the next one, almost as quick as we throw him away when they don't win. Is all I'm saying. Oh, and the second thing I was talking about. Second thing is parity in the league, and then the second thing is that there's when you start talking about a LeBron, when you start talking about a Michael Jordan, there's a little bit extra that you're gonna have to put up there. And me and Chill was talking about this earlier. we can't just accept the cop out of, oh, well, that's a team attribute. We're not going to judge his championship pedigree. If you are that dominant, to the point where we're having a GOAT discussion before you ever put any jewelry on your hand. When it's all said and done, it better look very impressive in that regard in terms of how he performed at the highest level.
Perhaps I interjected too early. I didn't hear your question. I just
Michael
heard
Jordan is the GOAT. So
are you saying
somebody to Michael Jordan?
Oh, so were you trying to say what was your initial question? Because I started shaking my head. No,
he's the GOAT already.
Okay, in GOAT conversations, it's too early for that. I think I should let you finish. In GOAT conversations, it's too early for that. But is it too early to say like he's one of the best? Like the statement going around, he's currently the best player in the world? Absolutely not. That's not. I don't think that's. I think he currently is. I mean, the man is ridiculous. I disagree with the Giannis statement in the comments. He's doing nothing more that Giannis ain't doing. Oh, brother, I disagree. Giannis is not pulling up from
the thing, though.
Half court. And
Giannis is he's never been a shooter. That's a fact. Just a fact. I don't think that Wemby even he's a great rim protector. I don't think he's as good of a switch defender or a pick and roll defender as Giannis.
I don't think so either, but I think
that's also Giannis because is athletic enough to lead the break. You know what I mean?
Giannis is also quicker.
Yeah,
I think he's obviously way more physical.
There's some give and take there. Wemby's taller, better shooter, a little bit more fluid, but Giannis is stronger. He's a better defender and can handle the ball, I think, a little bit more effectively. But
And last thing I'll say too, you know what? The Spurs team is very, 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 not that they haven't been throughout the season, but the Spurs team during the playoffs has been very impressive, especially these 2 games against the Thunder. I really hate that they don't have De'Aaron Fox, and I hate that Harper went down this last game because it makes it unfun when you don't, like, I hate that the Thunder don't have Jada, but it makes it unfun when you don't have your
best.
Yeah, to really go at everybody. But also, the Spurs better hope Harper or Fox can come back for 3 because it showed what it looks like when they don't have a PG on the floor last night. And that shit was ugly. Castle is great. He's a motherfucking dog. But sometimes some of them dogs got to be on leashes. And when you have him at the 1 position, he's got to be on a leash. He had 9 turnovers. Woo. He had 11 the first game. Crazy. Not a good night. You don't have a PG on the floor, and it showed. Wembanyama was tired. He looked tired. Yeah.
See, we laying out the roadmap how to beat him already. Take the point guard away.
That is true. That is true. You take away the facilitator on the floor, and it gets really ugly for the Spurs. I mean, that's any team, but you take away any facilitator, it's ugly, and it was ugly for them. It was ugly. Castle's not a point guard. But he's tough. The nigga's a dog. And they are on Chet's head, and they should be soft. Soft.
I keep catching these clips of him stepping on people's feet or stepping on
soft.
Soft.
Like Eddie Murphy said in life, soft. All the T's. Charmin ultra soft.
Don't you call me soft, left? Don't you call me soft, Claude?
But yeah. All right. What was our next thing? I missed y'all's I heard it, but missed y'all's talk on Lapita. I agree with the statement that you made. The only thing that I wish that some folks would stop pretending to be so outraged about talking about historically.
It's a made-up story. Talking about historically.
Yeah, historically. Well, historically, what? First of all, they talk about.
You mean with Athena, the Greek goddess that's in the movie as well, played by Zendaya?
Man. First of all, Helen of Troy's father is Zeus. Her mother was like half bird or something, which makes the bitch half bird. So historically, none of this is real. So I'm just like, I get being upset. I mean, I get it. It's a race swap, but people got to stop coming with this. Oh, in history or in the books, and she's like, oh yeah, that's cool, but this is not real.
Darius, like, just tell the truth. You didn't want to see that black woman.
It's just like Little Mermaids. Mermaids are not real, but when the discussions that I bring up to it are like foolproof, have nothing to do with anything that the guys who are racist and angry about it are bringing up.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate that Cleves 17. Just like I hate the analyst. Who was it? I think it was.
Is that actually happening? Has that happened yet?
No, because Perkins. We don't know right now. It's in the air where he's going. But the Perkin, Stephen A. were talking about, the potential of let's say they said they were just saying, what if the Thunder lose this? They don't win championship again. They could give up 3 first round picks, give up like Isaiah Joe or somebody like that, and get Giannis. I think that's stupid. I don't think that's smart. The reason, actually, let me backtrack that. I didn't think that was smart until I saw Chet these last 2 games, because he's he's in Chet is sometimes in conversation of the best top 10 post players in the league, and he's not displaying that at all. I've never thought Chet was good, though. I've never thought that he's top 10 post players in the league. I don't think Chet is that. You put Chet against somebody like Wembanyama, against somebody with some size on him, and he crumbles soft like he's playing now.
This is only a problem, and I mean giving up Reeves and Rui to get Giannis. That's only a problem if you keep LeBron. If you keep LeBron and you run out,
is he not retiring? Every interview he does, he's talking about.
He needs to take JJ Redick with him so that we can find an act. Matter of fact, Jason Kidd on the market. What are we even?
Yeah,
thinking?
Go get Jason.
What are we waiting on? Jason Kidd's on the market.
Wasn't he assistant coach on the championship team?
Say again.
I believe so.
Jason Kidd was the assistant on the 2020 team.
Oh yeah, that was one of the reasons why Vogel was out of here, because that was Jason Kidd was Jeannie Bussingham's actual pick, but the basketball people in the organization were voting for Vogel, so they wanted Vogel to take Jason Kidd as like his lead assistant, as like the front office guy on the bench. I remember that. That was funny.
Only reason I want LeBron to retire is because I'm sick of his post-game interviews where they say like, "Oh, what did you think?" Man, I don't know. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm retiring. I'm old. Then what are you doing? It's so annoying. It's like Kobe would never.
We're beyond that. We know. We're well beyond expecting him to be Kobe Bryant. I think he goes back to Cleveland for a final hurrah. Oh, Jesus. Let him do his thing right in Cleveland, and then we'll get Giannis in here. If it costs us Reeves and Rui, that hurts. But I feel like you can find another shooter. You know what I'm saying? You can find you another shooter to give you about 18 to 20, and then if you got Giannis on the court with you with Luka, my God.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Now another rotation that talks that he's in is us. Now that's been a talk for a long, long time. I feel like every year that's a discussion, but I would love that.
Us, Golden State.
Well, let me put it this way.
Man, we're not about to let that shit happen, dog.
I guess I could say that because
but the veto that shit like David Stern.
I would love Giannis over there. Just give me one more, and then Steph can go.
Why y'all always need that? Why y'all need some big splash free agent to kind of?
Man, we have never had a decent post player. Never had one. I don't want to hear the talks about Looney, because you're a loony tick if you think that he was like just this dominant post player for us. He wasn't.
David Lee was good. Andrew Bogut was good.
We had David West.
Man, Andrew Bogut from 2016. Andrew Bogut was good. That was a long time ago, though. That was
David West and David Lee. You have David Lee and David West.
Man, but they weren't. I'm talking. We need dominance. We need dominance on the board.
The post king, the post up king, and Sean Livingston.
Oh
man, stop.
You had the post up king.
That post up fadeaway jump was nice, but we don't have that no more. We don't have that no more. Right now, we've got an angry black man, tired Wardell. A iffy Jimmy. Never wanted Jimmy to begin with personally, but a iffy Jimmy.
Jimmy was supposed to make y'all better, man.
He was supposed to.
He got hurt.
Man,
he got hurt.
Man, I never wanted Jimmy. I never thought that was. It just never made sense to me. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Now
I
we
need him
got
to come to
Jimmy.
the Lakers and light a fire under LeBron. I'm like, nigga, either you gonna play or you gonna retire. Like, that's the type of energy I wanted in the Lakers.
We need hidden cameras in the gym.
You gonna get your old ass up and play defense or not? That's the Jimmy Butler I needed in the locker room.
And I guess Shay said last night he was telling Jared to calm the fuck down.
Jared,
after he shot that shot, the camera zoomed on it. He was saying, "Calm the fuck down." And in the press conference interview or post game interview, he said he was talking to Jared. He said Jared was yelling my name, and I was like, "Calm the fuck down. I'm in the zone." I don't know. I don't really care for Shay. It's not the flopping, because I don't care about none of that stuff. It's off the court. I think it was what did we watch, Chill, that made us Halliburton fans?
No, never mind. I thought you were gonna talk about the starting five show.
No, that was it. I thought wasn't Tyrese on there? Didn't we both say we came out liking him a lot more? I know I did.
Oh, we did.
That is what made me say I don't know if I really care for Shay.
You said
he's an OVOer.
And he bunny hopped.
OVO.
No, Tyrese bunny hopped too. Both of them
all
did.
bunny hop.
They don't all. Draymond.
No.
And you can name like maybe what 5? I can name 2. Draymond and Josh and Josh Hart, like off top. That's 2 I know.
Steph Curry.
Mitchell.
I'd be forgetting because she hates him so much. That's right, Aisha. I just forget she hates him.
Clay's gonna marry. No, actually, wait, that didn't work out.
He's gonna marry a black woman. We don't know which black woman, but a black woman.
Who you said, Clay?
Mm-hmm.
So is Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag gonna marry him a black woman.
That doesn't count, obviously, Darius.
Oh, you said Shay's wife is mixed? I stand corrected. Thank you, Joel.
She looked white to me.
I think maybe she dyed her hair blonde. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not trying to defend it. My mistake. Sorry, Shay Gilgeous-Alexander's wife. Sorry. Let's go to Dave Filoni.
Felonious.
Over the years, I've been able to grow the concept of how I create stories in Star Wars, not just from George, from Kathy, working with John, really allowed me to evolve. I think the most critical element was getting involved in live action, which Kathy really backed and brought me along. And John, that was just so crucial.
Why is it so cut?
Understand not just the Star Wars galaxy, but producing these type of films, because they have to be great when we put them out. There's just no. I'm a fan myself. I understand the pressure, and I look forward to it. But all I can say is I love telling Star Wars stories in any medium, and I've always been amazed at how infinite the possibilities seem to be, not just for the medium, but the types of stories we can tell. I'm looking forward to, bringing a lot of these ideas and visions to the fans. Everything is right now proceeding as I have foreseen it. So that's what I can tell you right now. Over the years.
One Disney insider said, well, he's not the Andor guy. He's the Ahsoka guy.
Cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. The more I hear about this proposed restructuring, revamping rumor, the more I have to stop myself from getting excited, because it feels like not just an overhaul of what the track we've been on for, boy, it seems so long now, for a long time. But it also feels like a way that's actually feasible, a way that doesn't cause them to have to blow up the entire past decade and disavow themselves. Take moves that are going to make it harder for him to actually get his vision through with the people that still remain within that company who are Kathleen Kennedy fans. But what he's really doing, or what it feels like he's doing, if any of this is true, is recentering the main characters. The hierarchy of Lucasfilm is about to change. He's recentering the focus back on the people who built this damn thing. We're going to be getting Luke back, right? we've already seen the attention being paid to Anakin in the last few years. There's talk of, you know, doing the de-aging thing again with Leia and Han and getting them back involved. Maybe recast. I think at some point you have to, because I don't want to see Harrison Ford's face indefinitely as Han Solo. Like I think at some point you're going to want to see somebody else.
And the differenter that they look, the less I have to count 7, 8, and 9 as canon.
But I think we're going back. That's probably what's happening with Ahsoka, right? Like I'm trying to rack my brain. Like why would he delay his own thing, if not to include pieces into that season that he wants to use going forward? I also think that them getting the type of returns or the early reviews and stuff like that, the early projections of Mando Grogu, is enough of proof in the pudding that our current track is not working. It's enough proof to go to the money people in Disney and be like, look, I know you wanted to rush us back into the films. You wanted us back in the theaters, but doing it your way, doing it that way right now, that's what it's going to result as. Let me do it my way. Let me show you what this actually can look like. And I guarantee you it won't be that. So where we were thinking, oh, maybe this is end up going to get his project canceled. This could just be a reshaping that takes us further back in the direction of what we actually like about Star Wars, as opposed to what we've been getting.
He didn't say anything wrong in this clip. All he did was sound like a guy who knows the success of this movie dictates the future of his studio. That's all he was saying.
Are we thinking that the success of Mando Grogu dictates the future of Lucasfilm?
I thought we were talking about his movie,
Mandalorian Grogu.
I don't think that the Mandalorian and Grogu dictates the future of Lucasfilm or Dave. This is a project.
Maybe not Dave.
I don't even know Lucasfilm. This is a project that was put together before Dave took over. For everybody that's saying Dave's L. I've seen people on Twitter saying the same thing. Dave's L. Well, this is not a L of Dave's. This was put in way before Dave. This was supposed to have been way before Dave took over as president, rather. Let me put it that way. This was supposed to have been a season 4 turned to a movie. So this has nothing to do with, was Dave there along the way? Yes, but the person that approved this, they gave it its stamp of approval and sent it on to theaters, was Kathleen Kennedy. So we're not going to put this on Dave and try to pretend as if Dave isn't this isn't the next best thing to Star Wars when it comes to the direction of Star Wars outside of George. He's given us plenty of great projects. I can't say that Ahsoka is like fantastic, but Clone Wars season 7, all Dave, because of Dave. Dave has been there since the very beginning of Clone Wars. Bad Batch, the animated stuff, Maul that we just watched. I mean, Dave doesn't, it's not as if Dave is sitting here delivering L after L after L.
I don't think it's so much that it's Dave's fault, but I think this gives Dave a strong piece of data to take back to the folks who want to rush them back into theaters before he has time to lay out what he wants to do.
Oh no, I agree. And I think this is one of those things where, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know this for sure. Dave may be truly a team player. Now, again, if we were to believe whatever Josh's little sources, he says that when Kathleen was over there, it was Dave on one side, Kathleen on another side when it came to certain decisions. So, but he could be a team player, could be rah-rah-ree for everybody. But I also think could be a thing where Dave is just sitting back like, this is not my project. So when it fails, like you said, I can take this back to them and say, hey, this is why we need to do the things that I've laid out.
The things, exactly. Yeah.
Because and anybody that is shocked by the failure that is the Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters, you fooled yourself for however many days it's been leading up to its theatrical run, because this film always looked abysmal. Hearing the reviews, it is abysmal, and it has no business even being in theaters. And I think Dave probably knew that shit before watching it. Now, he could be, again, rah-rah-ree and think Mando Grogu is the next best thing since sliced bread. I don't know.
But guys, I think we've already, because there's a few people sharing this sentiment, it's not what he wanted to do with the character. Like, not even remotely. It's not even what John wanted to do with the character. Not remotely. It's their project, but it was done in another person's ideals. It was done from another person's perspective. What would this movie have been like if this is the first time they've seen each other since Luke took him to go train?
She was like, "This is the way."
How does that intricately change the fortunes of this film? And so, like, yeah, it's his film, but it's a little bit disingenuous to say that it's the film he wanted to make.
There's no losing. If this does well, yeah, this was my idea. I created Mandalorian with me and John. Give us all the money, Disney executives. If this doesn't fail, I mean, if this does fail, it's terrible.
Okay,
he gets to go. Well, guys, look at the decisions that Kennedy's doing. We needed to add Luke. We really wanted to add Luke to this.
Y'all kill me. And I wasn't even going to go here, but y'all kill me. These are the same people that defend James Gunn's current DCU and tell me to let James Gunn cook with Guardians 4 dropping in a couple weeks. So, and then this part right here is disingenuous as well. They still wrote it. KK isn't in the writer's room. Okay. However, we have to be able to write around whatever the current situation is. So since you've now taken our character away from Luke and because you want to do whatever story, we now have to write around whatever your story is. It has nothing to do with our story anymore. So yeah, they were in the writer's room, but they were in the writer's room trying to still keep their jobs, but now in the writer's room going, damn, well, now we have to write a story about this. So it's not like they were in there like,
I have no idea whether or not this film is well written or not. It came out a couple hours ago. So I mean, I guess if you've seen it, then maybe you can let us know how the writing is.
Well, somebody saw it. And he gave us a review. And Battery says, "I saw the Mando movie today, Filoni. What the F? Trash."
It definitely is trash, but we're not blaming that on Filoni. Not blaming that on Filoni. So when we go watch Supergirl and it's trash, you blame it? You still letting Gunn cook, Battery? Or you gonna come with a $2 super chat calling him trash? How do you relate Gunn to Filoni?
If it's trash, it's trash.
They both just became president. What are you talking about? Gunn actually, Dave just became president. Gunn's been in the position for a long time now, but you still talking about let him cook. Been in the kitchen for 4 damn years, talking about let him cook.
Yeah, he's cooking Sergeant Rock. You got a creature.
He's cooking Sergeant Rock. It's a slow cooker meal.
Thank you, Battery. And then we got the Dre Max Show.
Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for joy. Thank you for pain.
Peace and blessing, fellas.
Appreciate it, Dre Max.
Hey, active with the morning streams again. The Dre Max Show. If you go to a Dre Max Show, that's someone else. The Dre Max Show is where you got to go. Thank you for $4.99.
Gun just getting started.
I can't believe y'all really not throwing them no bail. Like, the studio came to them and told them to make this movie. Like, this wasn't even their plan.
God,
it wasn't their plan.
Yeah, their plan was season 4 of Mandalorian. And
I've
seen enough reviews and an opinion saying that this was just season 4, which is a very rare complaint or critique of a movie to say, you know what the thing of this movie, not the plot, not lighting, not acting, is this movie is just a season of a television show. I've never heard that for another movie.
I think if you, because this is a unique experience, you're right. I think only stuff like Outlander and
I'm definitely gonna keep laughing because the shit's hilarious.
There's not many comparisons to a popular television show spreading up to a major film release.
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City, Entourage, right? It's rare. But I think when you do that, though, you expect the scope of the movie to be a little bit broader, like it to be, consequential. We've been watching the show for all these years, watching them do their mundane stuff. Like when we get on the silver screen, it should be something bigger, should be a bigger event. And so if you go into it and you're basically just watching the same shit you're watching on Disney Plus, is that really worth the $14?
Yeah.
No. The only way I'm seeing it is that worth it? For free. I plan to go see it tomorrow, possibly. If typically around like the matinee.
Told you would see it opening weekend.
Yeah, but for free. For free, brother. Nah, I'm not paying for it. If I'm gonna go see it, typically for the matinee, they're not at the ticket. They don't take your ticket. You can just walk in.
If you got
but
to,
if they're there,
if
they're there, then no, I'm not doing it. And now I'm gonna jump back to this because I'm so sick of y'all saying this. Darius is just forcing negativity at this point. I just praised Lanterns.
It's cooking. Get on.
I just praised Lanterns for their trailer too, which I thought was actually really good. Also, when Battery says I'm going to be tuned in for Lanterns, yeah, you're right. You were in the stream that I reacted to the trailer too. I thought it was fantastic. I am going to be tuned in for Lanterns, but you want to know a key secret? Battery Gunn didn't write it. He didn't produce it. He's not fucking directing it. He's not got his stamp on it outside of being the president of DCU. That's it. And it shows that it doesn't have his stamp on it because then like Guardians 4 that I'm sure you're going to go gleefully go watch in a couple of weeks. I'm not doing that. So it's not forcing negativity.
Oh, my bad.
It's always negative if I don't like the shit y'all like. Y'all want me to glaze gun like y'all glaze gun. No, I'm not about to glaze gun with y'all. That's y'all doing that. Y'all glazing Guardians 4. Y'all glazing Clayface. Y'all glazing Jimmy Olsen and Gorilla Grodd.
You say Gorilla Grodd.
Guardians 4 was okay. I'm gonna give him Guardians 4. We can give him.
No. I Guardians 3. Well, there's only 3 Guardians.
Guardians 3. I'm sorry.
Guardians 3 is
where's
amazing.
Guardians 4?
It's Supergirl. It's Supergirl.
I was like, all right, let's roll with it. I guess Guardians 4. No, that's only third one. Supergirl's Guardians 4.
No, not interested.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
Yeah. So was that Star Wars movie tomorrow? Yeah, it doesn't feel like the same kind of Star Wars-y feel, but let's hope for the best.
And then again, I really may not even go see it tomorrow. I don't know. I've read several reviews that are terrible, that have given it just abysmal reactions to the film. I've watched a few YouTube reviews on it. It's actually somebody commented to me today and said they had a fun time. But again, I've said from the very beginning, if you are looking for a boom, boom space action battle with lots of different, monsters and creatures and alien, yeah, you're gonna have a good time because and like I said, I never expected Mandalorian and Grogu to push forward the narrative of the wider story being told in Star Wars. I didn't really know what I expected this film to do, but it wasn't this. Maybe didn't even expect the film, but that's just me. Again, last thing I'll say, I watched Mandalorian season 1 a few weeks ago, actually last weekend. I forgot how good that was. I hadn't seen it in a long time. We have strayed so far from that, from just that overall where we are in storytelling, and just it's it's sad.
So I don't trust critics to know every little detail of Star Wars. There could be things in the background that are important. There could be characters referenced. There could be things that happen to further the Star Wars plot, or just things that nerds would know that could make this movie really good that just slips under the nose of a lot of critics. So what if it's 58%?
I would disagree. And the only reason I would disagree is simply because I feel like we live in such an era of everything gets out. If there was something like that in this movie, we would know.
Oh, there's nothing big in this movie.
There's nothing big. The biggest thing in this movie that they've kept hush is Embo. That's the biggest thing in this movie. They've barely shown him.
He's in the trailer, yeah.
They've barely shown him. He's a character that is beloved from the Clone Wars.
Cool design.
That's probably there. Got him.
I think this just kind of shows itself as what it was when it was suggested, and it's a desperate money grab. I think they were floundering in every part of the studio and said, hey, our baseline has to be making money in the theaters. And so when all else
cancel the
fails,
TV show
and
make it a movie
and
instead.
make it a movie. And
I like the TV
fails,
show. I don't know, guys. I think I might like this movie. I hope I do.
Well, but they got so much
you are gonna
pushback.
like the movie. Did you like
got
season
so much
3?
pushback on the last season of Mando.
No,
So
season 3 was worse, but I did like it. Yeah.
Battery, you saw it. I'm interested. How much is Imbo in it? Is he in it for like a scene? Is he capturing them? Just getting some bounty? How long is Imbo in it? How long is Rhoda in it?
Jabba the Hutt son?
Yeah.
Stinky.
Is Ahsoka in it? No, don't answer that one.
No, see, now that would be a surprise if they would have done like what I wanted. If they would have done like the Clone Wars flashbacks to kind of connect Rhoda to the whole, for people that don't know, that didn't watch the 2008 shitty movie. Oh, he's in it a lot. Okay. Oh, 7 minutes, 30 seconds approximately for Imbo. Huh. Maybe Imbo's not there.
Just go watch it tomorrow and enjoy, Darius.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't want to.
Any more comments on tomato meter 58% fresh?
Man, get that shit off of our screen. Nobody care what Rotten Tomatoes has to say.
So wait, Battery. Well, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. I know he doesn't. I'm just curious. I know he doesn't. I just for the hell of it, I was gonna ask.
Oh, get in the DMs. Don't be doing no spoiler talk.
Oh, does Mace Windu come through and says, Grogu, you must finish your training. Come here.
Oh, no.
That doesn't happen?
No, definitely
I'm taking him back. This is the way.
Definitely not that. I saw somebody ended their review with, this is not the way. I was like,
Okay. There's a problem in the land of the boys. It was the last 2 episodes were rated the lowest in the show's history.
Garbage.
6.7 on IMDb.
Stinky.
And it's the dance the kids be doing.
Eh.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do all through that.
No, get out. What are you doing? Yeah. I watched the finale and I felt like it's a lot of build up to a big nothing.
I suck your dick, man.
Yeah, that whole thing, that fight was so anticlimactic. I was like,
I'm like, that's what you had to do. So this whole time we've been, we're gonna create a virus that's gonna wipe out all suits. Oh, we're gonna find the first version of V to make ourselves invincible. Oh, we're gonna stop him from becoming invincible by crushing the first version of V. When all you need to do was jump his ass. That's all you need to do in the first place. Was J him.
Yeah.
J the fuck out of him. Recruit Soldier Boy and have him do the little blast thing so you don't gotta run uranium all through Kimiko's body. Think about how they actually ended up killing him. And think about all the shit that they did for the last 2 seasons, all the people that they killed to get to the point of where they got. Ryan, Butcher, and Kimiko jumping him. How did that shit even work? How did that shit even work? I don't understand. He's supposed to be more powerful than any other suit that we've run into. That's why we're so scared. That's why we're doing all the shit we're supposed to do. So why he ain't just fly Butcher's ass up out of there when they grabbed him? Why didn't he just take Ryan with him and fly out of the bitch? And we're not even done. That's just the embarrassing Homelander stuff. Let's talk about how Butcher dies from a gut shot within seconds of being shot. I'm talking fucking 60 seconds into a gut shot wound, which anybody who's watched a run-of-the-mill fucking war movie knows that your ass gonna be bleeding out for hours. This man died almost instantly. Huey, you all right? I'm alive, me cunt. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
A lot of stupid deaths. The Deep's death was stupid too.
No, the Deep needed to die. But why couldn't
I
Noir
think
kill
he
him?
needed to die
Why did
too,
we have
but
to let him kill Noir before he died?
he didn't have to die like that. That was stupid. He's the Deep. You threw him in the water. He can literally swim fast as shit.
No, well, no, everybody in the water was on his ass because he killed that. He killed
Yeah, because he killed the
in his
octopus.
closet in the oil pipeline and shit. So, anyways,
yeah, didn't care for the finale.
Sister fucking Sage,
Oh,
biggest
yeah, that was
embarrassment of the
stupid.
show. That
was
shit
really
was the
dumb.
biggest embarrassment of the fucking show. Like, you're fucking terrible. Marie Monroe shows up again for no fucking reason. Even after they kill Homelander, Starlight's still asking her to fucking drive these people to goddamn Canada. Nigga! For what? Homelander ain't looking for these people. You're not looking for these people. What the fuck? Why she gotta go fuck off to Canada? Get her ass and help her jump. Go jump Homelander. Stand in the back when we engage, then sneak your head around and then pop his leg or something. Pop both of his hands when he's not looking. That surely would be useful, right? I mean, it's not like we had an entire show hyping up the fact that she might be able to actually do something against the man. It's not like the fucking super virus that we're trying to unleash all over the world and kill all soups wasn't created in this fucking television show that y'all made me watch for 2 seasons. This was the brain fart of all brain farts when it comes to final seasons. Right? It's just awful. Awful. I don't know where exactly it ranks. It's not quite Game of Thrones because it wasn't that bombastic. But it like it's definitely like it's clearing Lost. It's clearing what's some more other bad endings? Notoriously bad endings. It's clearing Sopranos. It's clearing the original series of Power. This is worse than that. Definitely worse than that.
Yeah, no,
I don't know why last seasons are so hard.
It was bad, but they said they warned everyone before. They said, do not be expecting some big CGI'd gigantic battle.
They also said don't get attached to everybody, and the only fucking people that died was Deep Noir, Firecracker. Like, you tell me all the humans live except for Frenchie? They're fighting superheroes, and the only human that dies is Frenchie.
I don't like the way they even killed the one dude, the priest pastor dude. They put
the fucking Hamilton guy.
Yeah,
Bam. They introduced him this season. He didn't need to be there. That was the least feeling of all the deaths we've seen.
Yeah, still though, it was just like again, it was just he's a superhero that Huey beat with shooting some mist over the top of him.
No. You talking about the preacher dude, the black dude, the vice president's husband?
The ball in his.
They put the ball gag in his mouth. Remember, Ashley was talking about it before. She was like, "It don't matter how loud you yell, it ain't gonna get through this ball gag." So when he was trying to kill them, so he had maximum out. Think Multiverse of Madness with Black Bolt.
That's what I was thinking of when I saw it.
That's what the fuck happened to him.
That's what I was thinking when I saw it. I was like, so is he Black Bolt?
Basically, he's the actual Black Bolt. Oh, Father, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I didn't really care for this finale at all.
Another thing, how fucking stupid is it of him to just be sitting there at that table when he know only thing I gotta do is run away. I just gotta run away. I just gotta run away. All this time, I'm gonna let them literally break through the Oval Office before I try to get up and do anything. Like you know that they've been doing the testing on Kimiko, so like that's the only thing that could possibly hurt you now. And so instead of fleeing, you sit there and what? Just wait for the ass whooping? I don't understand what anybody was thinking on this show. Butcher is totally fine. We good. We rode off into the sunset. Hey, yo, Ryan, we can start over, mate. It can be just me and you. We can start fresh. Ryan tells him to fuck off. His fucking dog dies. Now I got to go do Holocaust. I don't know. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? So if somebody would have actually took the time to sit there with Butcher and be cool with him, then he wouldn't have done genocide. But since he's lonely now genocide is the thing. That's the way to go. Like they didn't even do the work of like drawing the unless you're just trying to tell me that Butcher was a dick from the jump and we all should have seen it. Like he was as much of a bad guy as Homelander is. If that's what you're trying to tell me, then I'll accept it. If not, anything else is horseshit.
The finale was hilarious. Homelander, the Deep, the Black Preacher guy.
Didn't this go to theaters?
The finality was in. Oh my god!
I don't quote me. I thought it did, but maybe it didn't.
For what?
Maybe
Why would we do that?
Maybe it didn't.
Definitely should have been an army of soups. Like what? First of all, they broke into the fucking White House.
It's at AMC.
It's in the theaters.
It's in the theaters. It's at AMC.
Ew.
They
broke into the White House, bro. They knocked out one guard and walked through the White House. It was like, oh yeah, I got the old plans from when the president was there. Nigga, it's the White House.
Yeah. Well, Boys is over. That's how it ended. With a crowbar through Homelander's head. It hasn't been the greatest for show finales. Stranger Things was awful.
That went to theaters.
That went to theaters. I don't think I've watched a really good show finale in quite some time.
For a series that we've been watching for a while, it's been a minute since somebody sent it home. I was naming sitcoms, or maybe not sitcoms, but like 30-minute reoccurring episode type of network television that did a better job of wrapping up their series than this show that had to have cost millions of dollars more. Like shit like The Cleaning Lady that was on Fox.
Or The Nanny.
The Queen of the South had a better ending than this.
The Game.
Sons of Anarchy had a better ending. Prison Break had a better ending than this. Talking about shows that were made over a decade ago, bro. Like it's kind of fucking me up, man. Like they really get in their heads about these last seasons.
Andor was this
was
decade.
absolutely peak, but I digress. Hey man, did we say Andor? Did we say we was going to allow you to talk Andor in here tonight?
Avatar: The Last Airbender season 2 had a trailer come out. Netflix is not going to cooperate with the stream if we played it, so we won't play it. We won't give you that free pub.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for bringing me back to another piece of bullshit. So the trap was, we're going to lock him into a room and we're going to shoot directly down onto him where nobody gets hit with a bullet. Nobody. They caught them by complete surprise. They have a kill shot directly aimed down on their head and nobody dies. How amazing. Clearly, you're right. Clearly a trap. That the vice president with the backhead face was able to sprint down all the way into the tunnels, into the bowels of the fucking White House, and make it there in time and let them out without anybody seeing her. Don't bring up more BS about this damn episode. Jesus H. Christ. I don't think it was worse than the Game of Thrones finale. Lost was satisfying finale. I'll fight you today on that. Satisfying? It was better than this. Oh, it was worlds better than this.
Ozark had a bad finale. To be such a great show.
And for 3 seasons, it really did its thing. And then the last 2 seasons, it just kind of the wheels fell off.
Isn't the Ozark guy doing Lanterns?
I like Ozark.
I love Ozark. Another one, last one, Euphoria. There's 2 episodes left. I'm just not sure. She has to die. She has to. Because I'm just not sure.
I don't know.
She has to
I
die.
stopped watching in episode 3.
Oh,
I stopped watching it.
We're
when
so
I found
far
out
off
that
the
she
rails.
was about to be a fucking informant, I said, "Oh, this man Levy has absolutely lost his mind."
Yeah, no,
or
we're
not
off
Levy.
the rails.
What's his name? What's the director's name? What is that nigga's name? It doesn't matter. Some guy who wants to be Quentin Tarantino. But how did we get from teenagers dealing with sexual, drug abuse, and other type of, real world issues to I'ma just make this the most fantastical story I can make up? And we're gonna get pimps involved in this, in the DEA, and the same motherfuckers who couldn't even lie to their parents now in high school are the ones that they drug muling around the states. You know what I'm saying? We got loan sharks cutting off our toes on our wedding night. It was too much. It was giving like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But I was watching Degrassi, so like I just didn't understand how we made that connection.
Yeah, they're trying to be there. I'm getting like a lot of Ozark vibes, especially with this, like, keep cutting off pieces of Nate. He ain't just lost a toe. He lost more than just a toe.
Oh, damn. See, again, I pieced out after that.
I'm telling you, I don't know what we're doing. There's 2 episodes left, and where we currently are doesn't sniff ending. So I'll tell you how it goes.
I get why Sofia Vergara's daughter,
why they all left,
why she quit this shit. She was like, you know what? If that's what you got planned for them, I can only imagine what you got planned for me. So
no one came back. So like, yeah. So yeah.
Any take on the Avatar trailer? They depicted season 2 of Avatar.
I think
Azula is in it, but she was in season 1. We got There Is No War in Ba Sing Se. That was cool.
I think we can watch Netflix trailers. I think it's HBO, Prime, those ones we can't watch. Disney we can watch. But I think we can watch Netflix trailers.
I'm certain we can't, but I'll play it anyway.
If we can't watch Netflix trailers, what the fuck is going on? Can't watch no trailers.
Well, they'll do the copyright claim after the stream.
I don't get it.
This moment when they were earthbending, I thought that looked poor, but everything else looked great.
The color grade is a bit dark on some signs. I could say that for sure, but I mean, I think this is as far as adapting from the cartoon to live action, this is pretty solid.
They're getting old. First season, so I don't know if I'm watching this. There were too many things that I didn't like in the first season. So I might watch. I do like a lot of what I just saw as far as accuracy to the cartoon goes. But I hope that they stay accurate this season. I didn't, and this might be like a small thing, but I really don't care. When Sokka and Katara were in the spirit world, seeing shit, touching shit, interacting with shit, I was like, what are we doing? Why can they even see what's going on? Why are they even interacting with the spirit world?
The spirit world didn't come up until Korra, right? Or no, Aang went there.
Yeah, plenty of times.
Aang went there, but
they're not supposed to be there. They can't access there.
They said, no, all we got to do is do magic. What a tribe. And they went in the spirit world. It's easy.
No.
Korra taught us there's a portal in the southern Water Temple. Right there. The convergence, remember? You pay attention.
And there were some other things, but this season, that trailer didn't look bad. The trailer was good.
But
he is old. They are old. By the time they get to fire, he's gonna Fire Lord Ozai.
Hey, no lie, because like man, Zuko kind of towered over Aang for most of the series in the cartoon. Aang about to be taller than Zuko here pretty soon. Aang's growing up. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't already hit a growth spurt and he already passed Homeboy up.
They should have done the Harry Potter thing where they're filming as these guys are young.
Yeah, I wonder what took so long.
I hope they've started. Have they started? I feel like we'd know, but have they started filming the last season?
Who says it's going to be the last? What if they milk it to 4 seasons?
I don't think they got enough time. I don't think they got enough time unless they shoot 3 and 4 like right now back to back.
Yeah, that's the only way, because again, he's gonna be either he's coming
have a 5 o'clock shadow in the next one.
Yeah, with children. Fire Lord Ozai, I've got to get home. I got kids. Either we're doing this thing or we're not. That's the point we're gonna get to with how old this boy is getting. So no, I think they definitely stop at 3. Or when you say milk it, what are you talking about? Like do a part 1, part 2?
They wouldn't call it that, but sure. Like, so when the good guys invade the Fire Nation, that could be the finale of the 3rd season, and finale of the 4th season could be the fight he has with the Fire Lord. The Phoenix
I agree with
Emperor.
for a rare moment that I agree with Battery. Not Maya Zula either. I would have gone a very different casting route.
Zuzu.
Yeah, I would have went a different casting route. And I'm not even, when I say this, I'm not trying, it's not, take it how you want to take it. I would have went slimmer. In the face. In the face. I would have went slimmer in the face. She doesn't, and I would have went more sadistic in the acting. Azula is psychotic.
She is. Maybe they're holding some of that back in the preview, but you're right. She is a bit more of a charismatic character than what's being displayed in the trailer here so far.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I might watch it. Why not? Don't know.
Give it a chance, bro.
Have you watched the movie? Or still no? Still holding
that
out?
one?
Yeah, you still holding out, or
I saw it maybe a year after it came on the theaters. I saw it at home and I said, "Ew."
No. The movie that apparently now the whole world has seen.
Oh yeah. Did you, Marcus?
What are we talking about? Talking about Michael?
No, Avatar.
Oh, the Avatar.
10 years older.
The whole world's seen it. Are you talking about Michael? No. Yeah, no. I have not. I'm not. I'm holding out. I'm holding out.
Want the link? No. You want the link?
Nope.
I can email it.
How many times have you seen it already?
Just once.
You didn't watch it a second? I've only watched it the once. Thought you were gonna watch it again, Joe.
I thought so. I would, but nah.
Not feeling it?
No, I'm just never in front of my computer anymore.
Yeah, I see. I wasn't feeling it.
Arthur said you a body shamer.
Oh, that's why I said, hey, take it how you want to take it.
You a body shamer. You gonna hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That ain't how mama raised us.
There's a battle rapper who said that.
It's Kendrick. Meet the Grams.
Oh, it was a rap battle. That's
Take that mask off. Let me see what's under them achievements. Why believe him? He never gave us nothing to
believe in.
Meet the Grams is a very, very, very underrated one when it comes to that whole beef. Although the girl thing with the daughter wasn't true, still a very nice. We don't know, but I don't think it was. Very nice touch.
You know why it was true? Because when he took him to court, defamation, this, he never said he made
didn't say shit about them kids.
Oh, I guess he didn't.
Hey, chill. How is it taking me that long? How is it taking me that long to connect those dots? That man went from everything to he called me a pedophile. He said, I bought my streams. He just said this, he said that. He damaged my reputation. So him saying that you have illegitimate children spread all across America, that didn't damage your reputation at all. That didn't have any effect on you whatsoever. It was just the pedophile claims. My goodness.
The line in his newest song about he might get up and walk to Circle K by himself or whatever.
Hey, fam. The entire shit. The entire shit is
the Have you seen the one where they put the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme over it? That is great. First of all, whoever had the ear to hear that, he needs to hire them immediately.
I can't unhear it since I seen that shit.
I can't unhear it either. That shit was great.
Also, like, it's just some of the fucking lines on this album, like you said. Marissa on a beat, shebang. All of my ops are dead. Why did they hype me up? Where does it go? My head? Like, it's I think we miss our ghostwriters. I think the ghostwriters are needed, and he just needs to call Abel, call Vori, call Nav, and be like, listen, guys, I'm sorry. I need you. Please come home. Because the lyrics ain't lyrics.
That nigga Abel. That shit is hilarious.
Piece that up. You got to piece that up, brother, because this shit you doing over here is not it. Shebang. Did you just say shebang? Was that a gun? Kind of gun is that? Kind of gun goes shebang. Might as well went pew pew.
Oh, Drizzy Drake.
So, some shots went pew shebang at Michael Jackson from Netflix. They announced that there's going to be a documentary, and it's going to be covering every allegation against him, and it's not being done by the Jackson family. I do not expect this will debunk everything that happened. I think the angle here will be that of surviving R. Kelly and some of those ones.
I'm just confused what they're doing. What are you unraveling again? That the fucking FBI couldn't in 17 years. What did you unravel for this Netflix documentary that's going to be groundbreaking or shocking news to the public? Who did you pay to come give some false New Testament or whatever the fuck?
It's called Michael Jackson, The Verdict.
Again, we know what the verdict is. Innocent on all accounts.
Not guilty.
Again, I don't know what you're doing that the FBI could not figure out.
I also don't understand what's to be gained. Like, I don't think it's arguable at this point that there's a larger crowd out there that would rather talk about Michael Jackson's allegations than the group who would rather continue talking about, his music, his life, his journey, just like as evident as is what has happened to some of the more recent Michael Jackson allegation projects, as opposed to what we're seeing in the theaters right now. What does the public tell you that they have an appetite to consume? Do they tell you they have an appetite for this? Or do they tell you they have an appetite for what is soon to be $1 billion biopic film? Like, I don't see what's to be gained in any regard, because people don't have an appetite for this. Now, what I will say is that, the recency of wanting to bring up like the Diddy doc, there was one on Ohio State that came out on I think it was on HBO Max not too long ago. Nexium was a big one. They had a whole little sex cult going on in their thing. People do have an appetite for the salacious. My thing is that you have to, for this story though, to be as salacious as people want it to be, you'd have to misrepresent things. You'd have to leave out key character witnesses that disavow the narrative of Michael Jackson being a kid toucher. You would have to ignore the fact that he was investigated for close to a decade by the FBI, and they never found any evidence of the things that any of the accusers claimed. You'd have to go through many of the accusers' testimonies and how they recanted statements, and how some of them later on told about how their parents tried to orchestrate the entire thing.
First kid.
if you're going to be fair about these allegations and give us all of that, then okay, fine. Yeah, the Freaknik doc is another one. Then fine. I guess for the sake of reminding people just how bad this shit got for Michael in terms of really just erroneous claims. But if this is just another Finding Neverland, I don't think that the audience has an appetite for that. I don't think people are lining up to hear Michael Jackson get ran through the mud.
The audience spoke when discussing film posted it, and someone said this was the verdict, and you can see all his counts of not guilty. You can see people say, yet they cannot tell us what happened on Epstein's Island. The establishment is a complete clown show. Hollywood is discussing the industry as well. They will release this many docs on Michael, but cannot tell us what happened on Epstein's Island and who was involved.
You know, see, they beat me to it, and so did the chat. Here we are talking about a man, again, who was investigated for 17 years by the FBI and found nothing. Here we are talking about a man who has been gone since 2009. But meanwhile, you have the President of the United States of America, who is sitting in the most precious seat in the world, who has touched kids, who has friends that touch kids, who sits next to people
accused of rape. The FBI, before him being president, FBI interviewed the 13-year-old girl at the time that he was claimed to have raped 20 times. 20 times she was interviewed by the FBI over this. So I don't think it gets more credible than that, to be using FBI resources to recount this woman's story over 20 times about what she received from the current president.
And not only that, you know, the whole thing with that they did, releasing the picture of Mike with the redacted faces of his children and Diana Ross's son Evan, but Diana Ross in the picture and everything, and blah blah blah, trying to make it seem as if they were just this whole thing on Mike. But again, it goes deeper. It's so much deeper, which we don't have time for now. But it's so much deeper than the surface level shit. Mike was powerful behind closed doors, and that's what. Again, it goes deeper than shit than the surface level stuff.
Well, who's behind the whole Epstein ring? Who's also behind killing Michael? Who's behind what happened in 2001 at the World Trade Center? That Michael was supposed to visit the day that it went down? Like, it's kind of all pointing towards one place. New York City. It's on YouTube, Groomed by a Monster. They got one for Nature Boy right now. Nature Boy.
Oh yeah, no, I won't be watching this on YouTube, or I won't be watching one on YouTube. I won't be watching this one on Netflix. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not going to sit here and try to defame Michael in the height of everything that's going on right now. #1 song, #1 movie, first time in his career charting in the top 200. Like we're not about to stop it. We're not about to do this. I'm not about to play with Netflix.
Nope. Super chat.
Do it right, do it left, do it right, do it left, do it right, do it.
Sorry to say, chill. Iceman was mid again. I'm not a Drake fan. With all 3 albums, 2 boppers, and that's about it. Drake is your #1 export besides syrup and lumber. I'm not laughing at that. Take back your laugh.
That Iceman was a nice man. Now I'm uncold.
Somebody tweeted he's gonna rhyme nice man with I'm not a nice man, and he did.
Now I'm uncold.
Trissy Drake.
Baby Aldrizzy. Baby Aldrizzy.
Hey, Drake's response to that is still the funniest shit ever, though. I don't care. He said, "Did you really just chef up a song about my ass?" That shit was funny. That shit was funny. Because you did.
Well.
Ooh. Did he get a BBL?
I think people are referring to his abs.
Abs. You got the
he got a cosmetic surgery on his
body. Did he really? So I thought that was not a real story.
No, he did the V12 shit. So it's like a machine. You can just sit there and let it crunch your abs. It'll give you abs overnight.
Oh.
Oh, you're right, Skytown. I love that shit. That shit fire. That shit hot. He rhymed nice man with ice man, and then uncold, as in it's warming up because he's not an ooh.
There's a machine you can just sit on and it gives you abs. What the fuck?
BBL Darius. BBL Darius.
BBL Darius. Nuts.
I go to the gym, but it's interesting. Was not aware of that.
Oh, he got an ab surgery. It wasn't just a V12. He got implants too.
That's something you can do. What the fuck,
man? Ab implants. That man, hold on, man. Now that's a BBL.
How does that even work?
BBL.
You go to Brazil, you find a doctor.
That is a male BBL for sure.
Yeah, but like, how does that work? Like, if you don't work out, like, does the fat, like, how's that work?
Protein.
Like, because like if you don't work out, like if you get abs implanted, do you not have to like keep up with that shit? Or does the fat go around it?
He was also on a GLP-1, so I just think he was tripling up. He got the ab surgery, then he hit the V12 real fast, and then he been popping Ozempic all week to lose the weight. So like that's how you get in shape fast. You feel me?
Wouldn't
That's
it be easier just to exercise? Just live a healthy lifestyle, have access to all the freshest foods.
Nah, you can't do that when you pop perks. You gotta do something extra. You gotta, when you fucking with Quaaludes, your insides don't work normally, so you gotta do something.
They still make Quaaludes?
Damn, you feel me? I was like, where did you even find a leude?
What?
Where did you find a leude? He's on Iceman talking about, or not Iceman. I think it's made. It's either Habdidi or Maid of Honor. And he on there talking about his shorty passed out in the bathroom because she got too drunk, which is embarrassing for a 40-year-old man. And then he talks about going crazy off the Quay.
Wow.
Where the fuck did this man find a Quaalude?
You have to know somebody that knows somebody that knows
Damn,
somebody.
he's either hoarding them bitches like they're gold in his safe, or he's a real druggie and he found a chemist to make it.
I was gonna say, because if you have Quaaludes, the effects would that not be like Wolf of Wall Street, where the effects would hit you like super slow?
Steve Madden.
He was like, get off the phone.
Jordan. Yeah, no, I don't want to see Drake off a Quaalude.
I'm no druggie. I just, I indulge in my Mary Jane. But I want to try a lewd, and I only want to try it. I do. I only want to try a lewd just based off of Wolf of Wall Street.
What my point with him though is he always used to be the half a pill man. I take half a pill, so I'm not an addict. I don't have to, be an addict like the rest of these rappers. But now, if you half a lewd is a whole Molly, so I don't know what the half a pill not saving you no more if you fucking with that. Might be a whole tweak now.
So wait, a lewd gives you the side effects of what Molly would do.
I think it's like superpowered Molly is what I understand it to be. But it was like mass produced though. It was like it was like Percocet in terms of how you could procure it.
That's insane. That is insane, because Molly will have you calling everybody in your phone telling them you love them. Molly is a different type of euphoric high.
Shrooms into the Spider-Verse, an amazing experience. I'm glad you stayed in your seat.
Well, that's all we got today, unless you want it to last 4 hours and 20 minutes.
No, lewds are extreme downers. What do you mean downers?
So like muscle relaxers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So the exact opposite of Molly then.
Okay.
Stay away from all of them, kids.
Molly's just euphoric. That's all. You want to be happy.
Drug use or drug talk.
You want a happy, really fun night? Find somebody that can get you some Molly. Put on your favorite concert on the biggest screen that you have in your house, and I promise you, boy, that's a feeling.
I think if you get drunk, it'll have the same feeling, y'all.
No. This euphoric
all the way to my.
I'm gonna have to in our chats in our DM. I'm gonna send you my Snapchat memories from that night, and I'll tell you it's nothing like drinking. It's a different.
You're gonna be in that bitch like, bitch, I'm a dragon. I am Aladdin. I'm just a dragon. I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon. Like a dungeon dragon.
No, makes you very lovey and euphoric.
So you was like, you was in there like, starships were meant to fly.
No, I did put on a concert. I was just calling everybody. Saying how much I love them.
It's okay, man. Still play a little bit of Onika when ain't nobody listening. We understand.
I don't know why you think I still fuck with Nikki.
You still play a little bit of Onika in your spare time. We ain't gonna kill you. You know what I mean?
I don't. No more Onika.
My goat was a former Magator too. You know what I'm saying? It be like that sometimes.
Tom Brady?
One of my goats. Kanye.
Nah. Nikki the Boss, Nikki the Ninja, Nikki the Harajuku Barbie. None of them. I don't fuck with none of them.
She'll be back.
Nah, she was just at some shit with Elon tonight, thanking him for his humanitarian shit. Fuck her.
Oh.
Fuck her. Fuck her.
So
he was talking about a brain chip that they're about to start implanting that's going to give people godlike power. So now we're playing with God.
Implanting in who?
His children.
Okay.
Yes, because I don't know who he's doing it to.
Put him in your children. Yeah, put him in your children.
Well, little August Mike could use it. What's the baby's name that was
He
picking his
doesn't care
nose?
about his children. The day after that CEO from the health insurance that died, remember that day? Luigi allegedly did something to that guy. So like you could see Elon Musk with his kids, and he's giving like a piggyback ride. Basically, he's making a shield so you can't shoot his head because his kid
putting the kid up as a shield.
And he's like, hey everybody.
He did that during a manic rant. We don't know. We can't confirm whether or not that's real or not. He was manic that day.
Elon Musk put little August in front of himself to shield from a bullet. Was this during the first Trump shooting?
Luigi?
Oh, the day after Luigi.
Yeah.
Demonstrating what he would do.
He's trying
to stay safe. A helmet is the best protection.
What is that child's name? I keep calling him August. I feel like it's something weird. Is it like X?
Yeah.
Yeah. Elon made a cameo in the finale. Got taken to space by Homelander.
Yeah, basically.
Elon was in Iron Man 2 also.
That's when we kind of fucked with him a little bit.
It was just a caricature of Elon or Bezos, one of them.
You sure?
That's when Elon was just the guy launching shit into space. So people was like, oh, he's smart and he launches shit into space. But now it's like, oh, I want you to go back to just launching shit into space.
Now he owns Twitter. And we don't call it X. I don't even think about it that way.
I'd never called it X.
Still calling it Twitter.
Call it X.
Still calling it Twitter.
Yeah, it's not like I don't call it X out of spite to him. It's Twitter.
The thing is, like the word tweet, I think I say less. I think I say post more because I accept that I'm doing a post, and that's what it says underneath. It says post. So I think they've brainwashed me there, where I say tweet less.
Yeah, it's always Twitter. It's never going to be X.
Always Twitter, never X.
Last thing before we get out of here, I have one more question. Did either of you see? Because I think I asked this the last time. What's his name? The Chud the Builder guy facing those charges.
I saw.
I love it. Because You know, I said one time on my stream, I said these never end how I want them to, and then I think a few days later, lo and behold, one ended the way I wanted it to. Not quite the way I wanted it to, but I'll take that ending.
And he can't stream on Kick anymore?
I don't think he can stream on shit anymore. I liked the fact that I liked the video of him in the courtroom. How that
$1.25 million.
A lot of money. Black cops escorting him in. Black cops staring him down.
It was inevitable to end up like that. It was always going to end up like that because that was the aim. That was the point of everything that he was doing, was to get that reaction. Now, fortunately enough for all of us that are looking to see him put behind bars, it's he was dumb enough to put himself in the position as the aggressor in this case, and do it within what has to be plain view of hundreds of cameras. I mean, this man did this shit outside of a courthouse, so I don't think any part of that premises wasn't covered. So he's going to be rightfully screwed when they start playing the evidence for this whole thing.
Yeah, but see, he thought because he was white, he was going to be right, and that the cops are going to have his back. Everybody's going to be on his side. Somebody was just chimping out. And hey, I don't think I've heard that term until him, and it's a term I absolutely hate. I do not like that. I got called the hard ER yesterday by a homeless bitch. I told her, stay off that shit. For that shit, get your ass whooped, bitch.
You let a vagrant call you the N-word?
Yeah,
oh, no.
Some homeless lady. Now we were in McDonald's. I was picking up an order. Now I could have went across her with that caution wet sign, but there were children.
Your ass
and
put
then
that
children, white folks. I'd have been the aggressive. I'd have grabbed the bitch. So, and she, like I said, she was homeless and on that shit. She's on that shit. All right, chill. Take us home.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday because I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.
I know.